What's up, everybody? It is Thursday night, which means it's time for another Toypixx live stream, and I have a question. Is there a convention going on right now or something? Holy crap, who else was up late last night as all the news was breaking and you were looking at all the different figures that SDCC is shown off already? It really is the best time right now to be an action figure collector, and I can prove it using a couple toy lines that, they're more indie lines, but you'll see what I'm talking about a little later on if I think about it. So that's what tonight's chat's going to be all about. We're going to talk SDCC. Who knows how long it's going to go? We're going to just keep going until people are pretty much done talking about it. I might put the kibosh on it, kind of, if it goes too long, but I plan on sitting here for quite a while for this whole deal. If you're catching this on the replay, what is the thing you're most looking forward to from SDCC so far this year? Now, before we actually get into it, I wanted to show you guys this because I like keeping you kind of up to date on the business side of Toypixx, just because, YouTube doesn't make tons of money. This is the Toypixx portfolio that I have up right now. I've been working on that. Yes, Duke is on the cover of the G.I. Joe pick. And so what I do, or the G.I. Joe page, so you just click on it, and that's what I've got. I've got some of my favorite images just on this page, checking them out, all that good stuff. So that's really what the portfolio is. If anybody out there is in charge of some marketing or anything for any action figure companies or lines out there, hit me up. Go to that portfolio or, DM me. I'm not hard to find. But I wanted to show you guys that YouTube, even if I had thousands upon thousands of subs, can be difficult to monetize. So there are other things that need to be done, such as shooting for action figure companies or other companies, things along those lines. So I just wanted to show you a little behind the scenes of what's going on with Toypixx in that regard. The only other things I have to do before I really start pitching is I need to put together a deck, like a slide deck and all that good stuff. And I need to figure out the pricing. So when somebody does get a hold of me, I have the pricing all outlined. So there is that fun part, which is kind of the background on the Toypixx, the business aspect of everything. Now, that is out of here. With that said, let's go see what's going on in the chat. I've noticed, Sci-Fi, I don't know how you've done it, but holy crap, have you actually kept up with all of it? Because if you have, that's impressive, sir. Number one, we've got Tommy Tyner in the house. What's up, sir? Thank you for stopping by this fine evening. All right, Sci-Fi, let's see. Let's see if you've got it all. Greetings and toytations, everyone. Well, nothing to report this week except everything. It's like every school bully in the district showed up and wanted my lunch money. SDCC, Walmart, and an ice slide. Yes. Mezco showed off their Hulk. That Hulk, man, it looks good. Let's see. He looks a little small, but very impressive. Valiverse will be having a Wounded and Retired sale this Friday between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Praetorian Fury, I might need one of those, will be available. 3 per customer at $40 and then unlimited later in the year. Mythic Legions is doing a Kickstarter for their role-playing game, and they have an exclusive Paladin for $60 tied to it. Nice. That will also be available later on their site. McFarlane is also doing a crowdfund for the Batman vs. Superman Batmobile. That thing does look good. I got to give that to McFarlane for sure. With 4 or 5 tiers where you can upgrade to the Snyderverse JLA Batmobile, Batman with lighted, must push buttons, bat signal, the DC Trinity, and so on and so forth. But they're black and white. Do they really count? Jada showed off the rest of their Street Fighter wave, and Sea Demon from Scooby-Doo. Tent will cross over with anyone, including Garfield, or TMNT will cross over with anyone, including Garfield the Cat. And Odie, as seen in the NECA booth, Cold Slither sold out in 15 seconds on the Hasbro Pulse site. If only the Slow Cat would do the same. To quote Slep Rock from Pebbles and Bam Bam, wowsy woo. Sleprock? I don't remember Sleprock. Woo! Several unfortunate passings this week. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, and earlier today, Hulk Hogan. Dave, take a look at the stream chat. 2 of my chats look like they're in silent/timeout. What? What did you do? Did you do something? My goodness, George. Hang on. Let me see. Go away. Does anybody else think the reason that we need AI is because we as a society have decided that Microsoft is the best software platform out there? Like, truly, the fact that that has been a decision we've made, that's why we need our AI overlords to come and take us over as quickly as possible. Now, I don't know where to check it, Sci-Fi. Hang on. Let's see here. Banners, style, Maple, private chat. Can't post comments to some destinations. It's not alerting me to anything that didn't post. Like, it's not saying, oh, not cool, Sci-Fi, not cool at all. I don't see anywhere on here. Hang on, let me see if it lets me do something if I click this. Delete comment. Well, Sci-Fi, I don't see how to do it, but I could delete the comments. I could put you in timeout. That's what I should do whenever you guys bring up Duke, is just put you in timeout so you can sit in the corner and think about what you did, and ban user and delete their comments. I'd rather not do any of that, Sci-Fi. You're doing just fine. I don't know where to look, so if somebody knows, let me know in the chat. All right, let's see. Mode CT Toys has pre-orders up for their Mofex Daredevil. A quick PSA, YouTube has changed its algorithm to direct interaction. So unless you actually like, subscribe, comment, chat, etc., it won't register for your recommendations or give any boost to that channel. Now back to you, Dave. Oh, one more thing. Live from Michigan, it's the bi-weekly rundown with your hosts, Sci-Fi George and the Not ready for bi-weekly players. Skew Raider, Star, Miss Cogsmith, Ghost Tab, Nolan, Paul Morales, Spaded One, McDysentery, Anton, Masupost, and many more with special guest, Brick Something, musical guests. Tell me it's Paul Schaefer. Wait, musical guest? I missed the button. The Rolling Stones and Run DMC, produced and created by Toypixx. It's good times. By the way, Pythona was shown with 2 heads, alternate hands, and Cobra Law symbiotic accessories. They actually did a lot of sculpting on her, so don't be surprised if she's close to 50 or 60 bucks. Remember when just because it was a new toy didn't mean they jack up prices? Nah, those were the good old days. Thank you very much, Sci-Fi. Quality rundown as always. Now, let's talk to the people, find out what they've got. Star, hey gang, this week has been one for the ages. Between Ozzy's passing and Jada's reveals at SDCC, everything just feels surreal. Yeah, I was checking out a few of the reveals at SDCC from Jada, and wow. Sci-Fi musician Chug Magnione has passed away. I saw that too. He was a jazz musician. Correct? I believe that was right. Hulk Hogan, rest in peace. He's wrestling with Jesus in heaven now. Perhaps Ghost Have. Who knows? Who knows what goes on in this crazy afterlife of ours? Star, that's 5 in the last week or so. All these passings can stop now. So many, so fast. Yeah. That's true. It would be best if they all slowed down. Hot Toys Robocame made my wallet drop. That would just make my wallet stab all of us. It wouldn't even be about me anymore. It would be looking for more people to stab. What's going on, Clank? Good to see you this fine evening. Ghost Ab Jada just finished their panel. They showed their Invincible 3 figures. Yep, I haven't seen, I don't know if they put up like official solicitation photos yet, but I did see some of the slides, and yeah, we kind of figured that would happen. Jada Toys, Atom Smasher. I saw that too, Star. Hopefully by the time we get back to all that, they'll have good solicitation, like good clear pics that we can all check out, because, yeah, I want to see more. Ahoy, Wreck Ship. What is going on this fine evening, sir? Thanks for coming in. Oh my gosh, Mirage, you have arrived. Thanks for stopping by, sir. It's been a bit. Gonna switch to laptop soon. No worries. Pixelated. Hey, all. Hey, Pixelated. Good to see you this fine evening. It's going to be a good night. Yo, LBZ. What's up, sir? Star thrilled. Jada Edge Runners and Invincible. Disappointed. No Haya Toys Godzilla -1. Remember, does Haya have a panel, or are they going to do the thing where they slow drip releases over the weekend? Because maybe there's a possibility. I have to think they're going to do a Godzilla -1, but who knows? Oh, this is good stuff. Jada Toys not doing Third Strike is disappointing. Instead, they're butthurt over Storm Arena over Alpha. You know what? What's going to be cool about that, LBZ and everybody else? We're going to be able to just compare them like for like and see how they do. Maybe Jada will decide, you know what? Enough with the soft sculpts, and let's really take that articulation to the next level. If so, things could be very interesting very quickly. Brandon, what's going on, man? Hello, NECA's Fortnite TMNT. Fortnite TMNT, huh? All right, I did miss that. We'll check it out, though. Clank, I'm waiting for the Hasbro stuff. So far, the HasLab Leo Kaiser on display is looking nice. And they showed an Armada Nemesis Prime with the Star Saber minicons. I saw that as well. Stoked for all the Armada collectors out there. I am too hyped for new Predators TMNT and He-Man stuff, as are many, Miss Cogsmith. Can't wait to talk about them with all the people. Thanks for stopping by this fine evening. It's going to be a good one. Whee! All right, Pixelated McFarlane making a lighted bat signal might be a pickup. You know what's weird about the bat signals? It feels like whoever does them, they never quite get the look you want. There was one company that did it and did it well, but I can't remember who it was. Hopefully McFarlane's able to pull it off, though. Don't forget Chuck Magnon. He passed too. Yep. I saw one of the worst uses of AI earlier. What did you have? What did you see, Brandon? No Star Wars from SHF shown so far. Getting nervous. Are you getting nervous, Star, or is that perhaps a good thing? Sci-Fi is really getting into the role. Nice. Yep. He loaded us up. Clank, I've been playing the RoboCop, let's see, Rouge City. Is it Rouge City or Rogue City? I'm guessing Rogue City game recently, and now I need a RoboCop in my collection. Maybe a regular Alex Murphy, too. All right, all right. Is there a regular Alex Murphy that's a... Oh, you know what? NECA did a regular Alex Murphy. I know Mofex did a RoboCop with a Murphy head. Star, I saw that 3-0 is showing their 1/6 scale David from Edge Runners. Well, I'm broke. Yeah, I saw it too. It looks fantastic. Miss Cogsmith, my bills are going to have a heck of a chokehold on me for a while, but I'll find a way to get a few new figs. It's the law. It is the law. Listen to McGruff Crime Dog, the crime dog. He knows things. That may be a good thing, Dave. Brain still spinning right now. Difficult to think straight right now. I totally understand, Star. All right, why don't we get into some of this? I'm going to show we're just going to go to Toy Arc, and if you guys know of other spots with better pictures, let me know. And what we'll do is we'll start way down here where the SDCC stuff started with them. And we'll just start going through stuff. And if there's something you guys want to make sure we touch on, be sure to let me know just in case I miss it. Because you know me, I'm going to find the 112 scale stuff, and then I'm going to go right past everything else. In fact, Star, because I know you're going to want to see this, SH Monster Arts, although maybe you don't so much since they're not Haya. But this is, what is this? Destroya. Ooh, perfect. I mean, it says perfect. He's got to be good, right? It does actually look pretty cool, but I know nothing of Destroya. So yeah, we have SH Monster Arts. Is this a reveal or no? I can't imagine this is a reveal. Otherwise, the pictures wouldn't be looking this good. All right. We'll jump from, go away. We'll jump from here and head on back. And remember, just let me know. Now, something I'm curious about here, Star Wars Hasbro case images from preview night, and I'm not sure Let me know, guys, if you want to see more Star Wars stuff. We've seen all these. Hang on, let me start here. I think we saw him. I can't remember his name. Isn't he Smee, basically, like the, oh yeah, SM33, SM33. It's Jude Law. It's the Ronin, but with color. The Jedi Ronin. I don't remember. Were these were Ahsoka, right? We've got some Ezra. We've got some Krennic. Like, you know me, I'm not so sure I would, well, I know I wouldn't consider these photogenic just because they don't have extra hands, but I thought we should go through them real quick. Let's go see if I'm missing anything in the chat, and we'll just keep flying. The Stan Sakai TMNT and another Usagi. I am hyped. I saw the, oh yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely get to the NECA stuff. Toy Arc is where I get my toy news. Awesome, Brandon. This will work out just fine then. It's a repaint of Destroya. Monster Arts has made the figure before. Well, that's dumb. I shouldn't have clicked on that. If you want to see more Star Wars, support your local Hollies. Star, I hope they up their quality since the last release. Can't believe or understand the massive, chasm in quality between SH Monster Arts and SH Figure Arts. What is going on over there? You know, I've seen Anthony's Customs enough where he wonders about the different teams on each of the different lines, and are some of them just awesome and some less so? I'd be curious about that. Maybe the Monster Arts team just isn't quite as good as the Figure Arts team. Skew in from work. Good to see you tonight, sir. The cart robbed the guy that helped suggest the Cold Slither set in chat. Wait, they cart robbed the guy that helped suggest the Cold Slither set in chats. Infinite karma, initiate, and ensue. There's no recovery when you do that to peeps who help suggest it. Yeah, that's not good. To the chat. Let's see. Oh, shots fired. Beast Kingdom showed off a really good-looking Nightfall era Batman, but it's a Comic-Con exclusive. They made some available online, and I can't believe I missed out on them. Beast Kingdom doesn't have the best reputation here, Brandon. I can't remember if you picked up some of them, but I know a lot of people have picked them up and said they're just weak sauce. I can't remember. It might have been Ghost Tab, actually. But if you pick some up and they've been good, let me know. To me and everybody, it was for us to enjoy, not struggle in 30 seconds. What was that was the Cold Slither set, huh? It just went. That sucks. Unsuccessful. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully that gets taken care of. That's a bummer. That's not right. It's like they don't necessarily read the room all that well. Okay. Now, there is one figure I want to see here. So let me know if anybody wants to go through these quite a bit. In fact, here, we're just going to do it. Like I said, we're planning on tonight being nuts. So here is all the four. By the way, tonight we have some vanilla Coke and some sour Skittles because I'm a health nut. Clearly, I need to start eating better for the live streams. You guys don't mind if I eat some steak and potatoes one night, right? All right, now, she actually looks better in person. It's still, well, in person. She looks better like this than she has in the previous pictures I've seen of her. The sour Skittles are actually kind of sour. My bad. I probably shouldn't put 3 in my mouth at once. Yeah, that's not so bad. Obviously, with waist cuts and no waist at all, these aren't figures that I'm going to pick up. But if you guys are going to pick them up or have them already, let me know what you're thinking of them or which ones you want to get. My assumption would be if you're into the Fantastic Four, you're of course going to at least get the Fantastic Four. I don't know about that Pedro likeness. And to be honest, I don't know the actors enough to say anything about those. Who got in on this Dragon Man? Because this thing, it does look good. I don't think it has any kind of waist articulation, though, which is kind of a bummer. When you're me, anyway. Brandon, my bad. I wasn't aware of that. No, you're good, Brandon. You're good. Sometimes it's good for us all to keep each other posted. They did look incredible. Like, I saw those figures. I'm still on the fence on the dark side because the dark side would be perfect. But yeah, it's they apparently pretty much just break apart. Like, they're just not good quality. So hopefully they end up stepping up the game a little bit, stepping up their game. I dropped my pre-orders for SHF Lord of the Rings again. Watched a review and ouch. Ooh. Well, that's money saved though, Star. That's good. Clank, hopefully the Cold Slither set won't be too hard to find later on. I was able to find last year's SDCC exclusives for good prices and not too long after. Nice, Clank, nice. Beast Kingdom, I have the Merciless and that was awful. If anybody has a good experience, good for you, Christian Bale style. Let's see, can't wait to see what Lenny and Emily try to sweeten the slow cat pot with to push that FOMO. Sci-fi, you know what? At first I was thinking they don't need to. But now with all the great reveals, they're going to have to do something. Because people are starting to decide what they're going to spend their money on. I love vanilla Coke. Brandon, it is my favorite Coke, like bar none. Heck, Dave, I'm eating ramen right now. Collectors got to eat too. Miss Cogsmith, ramen sounds amazing. Oh, that sounds good. Hope you're enjoying it. Ghost Tab, you going to eat sour food for a live stream? Apparently. This is a new thing for me. We'll see how this works. Anybody want a screen grab of me just going fire off? Skew, thanks, Clank. 30 seconds and you had it in your cart is too much and not right. Yeah. It's too bad they can't do something about that, but I know a lot of people just leave things in their carts, so maybe that's why. I don't know. It sucks. Ghost Tab, I probably shouldn't. Let's see, 3 in my mouth. Dave, you just made my day. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. New edge runners coming out. I have to cut corners in order to not miss any Jada. Well, looks like food is an unaffordable luxury now. Edge runners, baby. So I got these at the gas station and they were 7 something. So if you can't afford food, you can at least get some calories. Oops. I jumped again. I'm waiting for the MCU Fantastic Four to hit Ollies. I'll buy them all and put comic accurate heads on them. I bought Dragon Man and the Sentinels. Nice sci-fi. Now, I would recommend not waiting for Thing to get to Ollies. I think Thing has a really good design and possibly the Human Torch, like the Fire version. So definitely Thing. I would get that. And the Fire version Torch, maybe. Everything else probably will go to Ollie's. Star, did you get your Jonesing Jadiness continues results? Oh, he did. Cold Slither in 30 seconds. Gone. Debacle won't help Snowcat. I think that's what peeps were waiting on to back Snowcat. Ooh, I wouldn't have thought of that. Skew, watch their panel. Surprised I'm not comatose right now. Adam Smasher incoming. That's a no. Still jonesing. I'm wondering if they'll still kind of drip feed us over the weekend. I love a good ramen. I love making that and beef pho. I have not had that before. I need to try it. There used to be where I lived, by the way, this weekend is the last weekend I've got to get my stuff out of the old apartment, but right by there was a Vietnamese place and I never went to check it out. And everybody told me how amazing it was. The Cold Slither purchase today was the fastest I think I've ever typed on my phone. In and out in under 60 seconds. So were you successful, Wreckship? Skew, Jada Panel left you jonesing? At least Scooby and the Flintstones were there too. I have to think, I want them to announce more Hanna-Barbera or something like that, you know? Pixelated, the Hasbro issue is pretty bad because people already pay to get early access. There should be quantity for both early access and then sales after SDCC when they go up for all. I think, I don't know, like I thought Nemesis Immortal would go back up. I don't think it ever did. I have to think they'll do that. Like, I have to think it. I don't know if they need to start putting caps on the quantities or what the deal is. But yeah, that's not good, especially for how much they hyped up the Cold Slither set. Clank, I have too many bills right now. I didn't even bother with Cold Slither. Yep, I get that. My car had to go in the shop the other day. It was not a pretty financial decision. Sci-Fi, Hasbro needs to put out the cops. Otherwise, Bobby Bella already stated he might have to step in. He did it to Shartimus Street Humans and created the extras. That's one of the reasons I think that we're in the best time when it comes to action figures right now. Can you imagine either Hasbro or Mattel trying to make just extra no-name action figures like that aren't army builders for previously established lore or whatever? Like, the shareholders would just say no. And yet Vala's making extras, and Big Bad Workshop is making a line called, what is it? Oh, come on, I can do this. Oh, the video game term, NPCs, non-playable characters. So we're going to have them coming from Vala, and we're going to have them coming from Big Bad Workshop. Guys, the fact that we're getting no-name characters with no lore behind them, that is why this is the best ever time for action figures and the best ever time for action figure photography. They say they'll be back on sale on August 1st. There you go, Clank. Okay, everybody. If you missed out, you're going to be good, hopefully. Just be ready on August 1st. Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones. Congrats, Wreckship. Sounds like that was you know what kind of show it was. Sci-Fi, a good beef or a banh mi sandwich is sublime. I need to try some Vietnamese. I've tried all kinds of different food. That Vietnamese place was right by me, and I never tried it. What is wrong with me, people? BBTS is selling Mafex Iceman and Punisher for $134 USD each. CD Toys, ball is in your court. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Ami, I haven't looked there. I've looked a couple times, and they still weren't up as of last viewing, but I'd be willing to bet. I mean, BBTS is always overpriced with Mafex anyway. So hopefully you can get it relatively cheap somewhere else. Clank, speaking of cops, Big Bad Workshop showed off some SWAT team guys along with other civilians and mobsters. That mobster comes with a cat that I can totally use for Catwoman. Also, I can totally use the mobster as a mobster. So yeah, I'm stoked about that. What's up, Nolan? Good to see you this fine evening, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Pixelated. Was anyone else annoyed by the Spider-Man mask reveal? I didn't even see it. so I was not pixelated. Let's see that pixelated post. I wasn't messing around trying to buy it. They stopped me without 30. They need to guarantee 1 set per person for subscribers, then 2 up to 5 after everybody has 1. Fix it. I could see that being a deal. Monster Force, I think. Monster Force, yeah, it was. So Big Bad Workshop, if you're thinking if I'm even commenting on the right thing, Miss Cogsmith, it's Fresh Monkey Fiction I think they've been rolled into Big Bad Workshop. I don't know if they're separate entities right now, but yeah, it's the same. It's Fresh Monkey Fiction / Big Bad Workshop that's making the non-playable characters. So that's going to be, I mean, it's too much fun. And that and the extras line is why we're living in the best time, especially for figure photography. I'm trying another sour one, but good Lord, people, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the bag of sour stuff. That's a lot of sour. Anyway, let's skip ahead here, and then I'll jump back into the chat. Get past Dragon Man. I love the sculpt on him, and I think they did a good job with that. I just need him to start doing something better with the waist. And you guys have heard me ad nauseum talk about the reason is once you twist them at the diaphragm, it's totally going to break up the sculpt. But if you had a ball peg, it wouldn't. Okay, the Sentinels look pretty sweet. I was tempted by the HasLab Sentinel, but I just wasn't able to do it at the time. These guys, I'm not as tempted. I like the more futuristic look of the Sentinels, I guess. I don't like the old school look as much. but I know a lot of people dig this, and they are huge. Like this is perfect for an X-Men display. And I would be, I don't know, I could be talked into these, barring other stuff. Like when they're robots that maybe don't have a waist twist or whatever, I'm a little more lenient than when it's supposed to be a human. But yeah, I do like the setup that they put together there. Snickety, snick, snicked. Ooh, I love that head too. Toy Arch has got all the pictures of the Sentinels. This is a sweet accessory. They need to make this. Whatever, like this magnetic effect here, that needs to be made. I love that thing. We need it. I might even buy a Marvel Legend, even if it didn't have a ball bag waist, if I could get this accessory. Yeah, and then I'd sell the Marvel Legend to one of you guys. So we're seeing the display, and the display is cool. We've got, okay, this is a newer Mystique with double jointed arms and legs, but yeah, we've seen the Jean. We've seen all this. I want to know about this Magneto, ladies and gents. Like, they already released the cartoon Magneto, didn't they? So what is this, and why don't I have it yet? There's the big Marvel versus Capcom display, showing off some cool stuff. Star, don't know why. For some reason, I had it in the back of my mind that Jada would reveal a Space Ghost or Akira. It's fine. Edge Runners and Invincible is plenty better than spreading too thin. I do agree. I want Jada to be able to keep the quality that they're pumping out right now. I wouldn't want Hasbro or Mattel to make extras. They mostly struggle as it is to produce the licensed and owned IPs. Yeah, I do think that Hasbro, I don't think Mattel's very great when it comes to action figures just because of, like, a lot of their lines have that waist cut. I'm hoping the DC line totally changes it up. But yeah, it's just, I think Hasbro just blows it with Star Wars and Legends, you know, the licensed IPs. So you're absolutely right, Rexship. But hey, they do crush it with G.I. Joe. Keeping the chat going, talking to the people. I love it, guys. Thank you. Mirage, at least Hasbro kind of tries to sneak it at times with G.I. Joe, like those Ninja 2-packs. Sure, they have a lore, but these are just no-name goons at the end of the day. That's true. That is true, Mirage. I didn't even think of that. Hasbro showed off a weak-looking morph with emo Peter Parker and Peter Gyrick heads. I saw that as well. And the Gyrick, I wish it looked a little more realistic, but obviously it's X-Men 97, so it makes sense that it doesn't. Brandon, I pre-ordered Mafex Punisher from Hobby Link Japan this morning. Congrats, Brandon. That's what I love to read, man. Can't wait to see people's pictures of that guy. I'm miffed that Hasbro's selling the Awe Striker and the Slice and Dice set at SDCC this weekend, and people are already scalping them because they know people are impatient. Yup. But that's how it rolls. Most of us, I think, have been in this game long enough to know that's what's going to happen. Star, I saw that. $135 for that price? Punisher's guns better come with their own guns. Yeah, I do get that. What is it? He's got... Does he have 4 or 5 guns? What's up, Kyrus? Good to see you tonight, man. Skew, they need to make enough. When you don't get it, it's a robbery, especially if you take hits on sales/trades to make the money for premium. Grats if you got it, but they did me wrong. I'll haunt them. I don't blame you at all, Skew. I think it might be false demand too. You know, they might have just put a few up to get the hype going so that everybody will be on Hasbro Pulse to get them on August 1st. Star, saying hi to the people. What's up, Kyrus? Good to see you this fine evening, man. Gonna wait when the local store has the Mafex Punisher in stock. Probably the closest to my ideal Punisher figure by far. Yep, same here. I think it's great. Star, I actually ordered from an overseas vendor and got Mafex Punisher for about 100 shipped. That's what's up. That's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to quote the BBTS prices, but if we go across the ocean, jump across the Pacific, we're going to do a lot better. Pixelated Ami Ami still don't have Iceman, Punisher, Venom up yet. They don't ship until middle of next year, so there shouldn't be a rush. Yep, totally agree. All right, I don't know Dragon Man, or let's see, don't know Dragon Man, but I would like him to go along with my Fantastic Four. I wonder what his prices are going to be on eBay. Nobody knows the trouble I seen. Wreck Ship 85, good call. I got SHF Vader from HLJ for $17 cheaper, bought and shipped than just buying from BBTS. I still love BBTS though. I feel horrible for their tariff situation. Yeah, but even before the tariffs, I was ordering from Ami Ami when it came to those things. There were some MothX figures where I would save 30 to 40 bucks. So I kind of just got in the habit of ordering from Ami Ami. Toypixx, yeah, that force field looks awesome. I want that thing. Anton, what's up, man? Last of the Time Lords, this is here. Let's talk toys. Oh, we got you covered. Looks like the same X-Men 97 Magneto. That effect looks totally new. That's what I'm thinking too, Pixelated. I just want to know how to get my hands on it. I'm scared. Sorry, Spaded One. Space noodles. I likes it. They used bots. I'm not ever that slow. Yeah, bots are the bane of a whole lot of this stuff. Mesco Movie Turtles got me emotionally erect. Well, I was wondering about those because the others, the NECA ones, look better from just a straight up movie likeness pose or likeness, perspective. But Mesco stuff, it looks really good. I'll be honest, I think my biggest miss when it comes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not picking up that first Mesco 4-pack. Those things are incredible, and I don't think anybody's going to touch them. I don't think anybody, so far from what I've seen this year, is coming close. So I'm a little bummed I missed that set, but I'll also survive. Anton, will there be any Doctor Who there at San Diego? Nobody knows right now. About to walk into Fantastic Four. Wish me luck. Good luck, Spaded One. May the four be with you. Miss Cogsmith, Spaded One. Me too. I think they actually look slightly better than the NECA versions. Ah, okay. All right. Anton, I saw the Archie Ninja Turtles. They looked really cool, especially Bebop and Rocksteady. Yeah, it's all looking good. Nerdzoic just put up Punisher and Iceman for $129.99. Good man. Miss Cogsmith, Mesco doing them is a dream come true. They're probably going to have every head NECA ever made and every accessory for both kits, too. That's a call as well. What's up, Paul? Good to see you tonight. Nolan was excited when I heard about the NECA Garfield, then see it's a Turtles cross. Tell me how the hell does Garfield cross with Turtles? Nolan, I heard that it was a thing, but I can't remember who I heard it from. Like, it did happen, but I don't remember how it happened or any of that. All expendable income is accounted for in Jada coffers, food or figures. Sigh, if someone could just make edible figures, I'd be sound. No, Star, that's a bad idea. The only reason is you can't collect edible figures, you just eat them. Skew, my thing is that let premium have a real shot. No, I get that. Like, if you're a premium member, you should be in there, and it should be maybe for Pulse Premium, you should have a limit right at the front so that it guarantees or comes close to guaranteeing that a Pulse Premium member will get the stuff. Like, maybe, I don't know, set a limit for that first hour and then let people go nuts. But I don't know, that's a whole lot of programming, and you can't create artificial hype if you do that. Kairos Toypixx, the MothX Wolverine Brown is available in stock. That's incredible. Anybody, go get that. I found it on Amazon, and it's cheaper than it has been on Amazon, but I haven't looked at other places. So, are you talking BBTS, Kairos, or somewhere else? Thank you, Paul. Go get him, Spade. I want to see Fantastic Four tomorrow and can't wait. Yeah, I need to check it out. I've heard it's actually really good. Spaded, just wait till you see the Godzilla cross TMNT stuff. Oh dear. Anton, I knew that everybody would talk about that Garfield Nodie. Yes, that is Oldie stuck in the turtle shell. Or that is Odie stuck in the turtle shell. Yep. It's from a Pizza Hut ad. There, thank you, Anton. I knew I'd heard it, but I couldn't remember where. TMNT brings the pizza. Garfield brings the lasagna. Nice. Let's see. Okay, we got one here. Garfield eats the crossover. Yeah, that would be quality right there. All right, we're going to try and fly through because we got a lot to talk about here. This Wolverine, it does look like a ball peg waist. This is the figure that I would talk about on Legends. They start adding ball peg waist to these things, I'm going to be stoked. And what I want to see from the Marvel Legends team, we talked about it earlier, is I want to see the single carded version of this thing, whether it's a Maximum Wolverine or another. I want to see single carded using that ball peg waist so I can pick one up and see how it stacks up with my Mophex brown suit Wolverine. Because yeah, I think it looks good. Psylocke, people seem pretty stoked about her. I see her and I'm like, the colors are off, but I'm judging it based on a comic, not so much the video game. Thanos, Blue Venom, like a lot of all this stuff we've seen before, although I'm not sure we saw the effect for Silver Samurai, well, Gray Samurai's sword there. That's pretty sweet. Yep, just going through here. I think, has everybody seen these? I'm not even sure when it comes to all that. We knew Frank was coming. We know we've seen these things before. We've seen all this. These I think we've seen. And I'm just kind of flying through. That is a pretty sweet head, I have to say. Okay, so we're getting close-ups here. Lizard looks like Lizard. Jamie Foxx. Can't tell if it looks like Jamie Foxx. I feel like I should be going slower, but there's stuff to talk about. And most Legends, they don't necessarily fit my criteria for the photogenic thing. But they do. I think they are improving quite a bit when it comes to the sculpt and the parts layout. That's why if they get the ball peg waist going, I'm probably going to be hurting. Mr. Stabby is going to be angry. I don't know. Did we see these or was this just a render? I want to see. Not sure that's very Florence Pugh. That doesn't look very David Harbour. And that's really how I judge these figures. That one's pretty close. I think that Bob is all right. Well, I'm sorry, Sentry. We saw the burn. Yeah, that's it's okay. It's not awful. I know, I'm flying. I want to see, I haven't seen a close-up yet of Rogue, and I want to see if her face is as bad as it looked. Like, I don't even think it looked bad, but people were saying it looked like Botox Rogue. I don't know. That doesn't seem too bad to me, but to each their own. Let's see what you guys are all thinking when it comes to Rogue here. Miss Cogsmith, Anton, I've waited years for Garfield to get any sort of merch. I wonder, didn't Boss Fight do some Garfield? I can't remember. Let's see. Yep, there we go, Skew. Mophex Brown Wolverine is available in the Nin Game site. Ah, got it. Go, 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 ladies and gents. And I think Nin Game has a pretty serious sale going on right now, too. Mirage, Legends Wolverine looks amazing, but the single jointed elbows are a turnoff. I did see photos where they do get better than 90, so I would I'd still be willing to give it a shot. No, not yet. Oh yeah. Check out Boss Fight, Miss Cogsmith. Yep. Psylocke is better looking than the Mophex, which is a rare win for Hasbro, but it could have been more of a win if she wasn't with a mediocre Thanos. That's fair. She still doesn't have as good an articulation, I don't think, when it comes to Mophex. And to be honest, I know Psylocke is in the eye of the beholder, but the colors are just way off. I do wish that the Mophex's face sculpt was a little better, though. And I wish that what they did with the sash, like around her waist, I wish that had been thought out a little better. It ends up getting really loose when you just look at it funny. Skew Miss Cocksmith, third quarter 2025 due. Search Garfield figures. They come right up. They look dope. Yes, do it, Miss Cogsmith. The toys that made us, let's see, have a whole bunch of biker mice from Mars, lots of Star Trek stuff and centaurs. I saw, like, I was listening to Pixel Dan talk to Nacelle, and yeah, they had a lot of stuff. I just saw Absolute Batman for the first time recently. Has that series been out for a while? Never heard of it before, but I love the look. Anyone know of any figs coming out from that series? You know, I've heard that it's a pretty popular one. I haven't picked up the book, but if it's that popular, I have to think somebody's going to go for it. Raj, Rogue looks a bit drunk on that pic. Lost Weekend Rogue. Oh, dear. They said, Bender Miley Cyrus. Use the retro card Rogue head on here. Mayshell sculpt. Awesome. The one before 97. Okay. So still not fans of this head sculpt. Yeah, Absolute Batman has been around for just under a year, along with Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Superman. Did some company make those figures? I don't know. And you're right. I should have answered that part as well, Pixelate. I knew it had been around for a little bit. I didn't know how long, though. Anton, that Sauron and the Rogue is a Comic-Con exclusive. I know Rogue's a Comic-Con exclusive, and so's Sheena. And I knew that was Sauron. I feel so proud. Thank you, Anton. On Savage Land figure. Yep. She's rough. That she does. Yikes. Oh, no. Pixelate, I have no idea, but if someone does, I want them. I haven't seen any solicitations for them, but I will. I'm sure if somebody solicits them, we'll talk about it. Stay tuned. Toddfather or Mattel, bank it. Oh, Mattel could be working on them right now, actually. Skew Mattel, please. No, Farland. Oh, boy. Poor Todd. Okay, let's keep going. We got Kazar. We knew. Oh, wait. We don't know about Shanna. Is it Shanna? It's Sheena, isn't it? Good Lord. How do I not know her? Does her face look better? Hang on. Yeah, she kind of looks bored, but she at least doesn't have what you guys were saying. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing it. Oh, poor Rogue. Then we've got the Maximums. We've got that, what was it, the Hellfire Gala Spidey. See, we had She-Hulk with the weights, Ultimate Iron Man, Rom. Yeah, we've seen all that. Okay, so we're done with the Legends, at least until something new gets shown. Oh no, they jumped on me. Tamashii Nations. This is the one Goku I might actually order, just because he's the 3.0 body. What's everybody thinking about this thing? The one thing that bugs me is the way it's just like Cyclops. It's the way they do his hips. Although these aren't quite as bad as the Cyclops one. And I should never zoom in like that on Goku's hips. But yeah, I just don't like the way they set up that articulation so much. But I do like the articulation. We've got Dragon Ball Daima. I think we've seen all these. So yeah, we're just going to get out of here. How about that, guys? All right, we looked at a little bit of Goku. Now we're done. Okay, Tamashii Nations, Mario, Gamerverse, and Superman. Do we need to look at Mario? Right? Did anybody really want to see the Mario? These are figures that I think are like 10 or 11 years old, and they're just reissuing them. I'll wait here. We'll go see what the people are talking about right now. Pixelated, they don't call it the Savage Land for nothing. Excuse, Shannon is dope. Okay. Yeah, she looks good, but she does look a little bored. Yeah, I saw it. And then I did a TMZ zoom in with Goku, apparently. Nolan, that Hulk head sculpt makes him look like he's trying to take a dump. Yeah, those head sculpts could use some work, I think. I mean, they're perfect for what they were supposed to be. I just don't think they look good. Where's my SHF? Star Wars, Emperor Palpatine, and Lando. You know, I'm actually curious about something I saw when it came to Black Series. There's a Palpatine Mace Windu 2-pack coming out, and at least Palpatine has an extra head and extra hands. Now, his extra hands have lightning coming out of it, but I want to see if Mace does too. That would be sweet. All right, Miss Cogsmith is stoked about Mario. We're going to go through and check out what we've got here. That looks compromised. I don't know what's going on there, Luigi, but I'm scared. This is cool. I mean, I do like the little world that SHF built up. I am curious if they're going to start doing some new stuff with all this. Like I shouldn't say I know. I believe everything that they've shown off so far has been released in the past. Okay, we've seen Cyclops. We've all discussed him like mad. There are those hips. Ugh. Who's going in on this Cyclops, by the way? Also, by the way, that's actually a really cool photo of him. I'm kind of tempted, but I don't know that I'm going to do it. And then we've got the blank body over there. We've got the SHF Soups. This is the one that I think everybody was saying looks like Shooter McGavin, isn't it? Shooter. Yep, we've got Shooter. This is definitely Shooter, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher McDonald is the actor's name. But yeah, we got Shooter. See what we got over here. Keep it moving. Yoshi, that's pretty awesome. Toypixx says, for Zeta girls in the Comic-Con, it would be epic if they showed some fire and ice villains figures. I haven't seen anything yet, Kairos. Doesn't mean they're not there. I haven't really looked to try and find out. They could be there, and maybe they just haven't done any kind of reveal yet. I just don't know. Skew, too many mushrooms for Luigi and Yoshi. Yeah, you don't want Luigi and Yoshi doing that many mushrooms. That's bad juju. Do the Mario Brothers ever do any actual plumbing? Well, I mean, they go down pipes a lot. But I think that's it. All the Marvel figures look cool. Sheena, the Jungle Queen, and Rom. I still have to get that. And Zabu, the saber-toothed tiger. I hope they release Zabu somehow singly, because I don't know that too many people went nuts to get that wave. Skew in the movie. Voss? Oh no, I missed something. My bad, guys. Yep, Christopher McDonald. Booyah. I saw the Superman movie with a wife last Sunday. Not my bag, really, Star. I thought it was a blast. I had a lot of fun with that one. Now they re-release the Mario figures after I've already bought the originals on the aftermarket. Of course, 2 years ago would have been the perfect time to do this, to capitalize on oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't even think of that. Mirage, I'm not sure how to feel about that Superman. I am. I'd wait for the Moffats. Of course, if you do that, it's going to be a couple years. So timely. Pixelated, the Sheena head sculpt might work on Emma Frost or Invisible Woman. You know what? It looks bored, which makes me think Emma Frost would probably be about perfect. You just have to color her lips to be like a icy blue. I watched it last weekend. I enjoyed. There's a couple things that bug me, but overall, thought it was a good movie. That's where I was too, Nolan. The one thing about, well, his heritage, let's just say, kind of bugged me a little bit, but they nailed the character of Superman, and that's what I wanted them to do the most, and I was stoked. And it was fun. Like, it was just a fun movie, I thought. So, yeah, I dug it a lot. The logo is too big, and the head sculpt is Shooter. Okay, I know that's not what you said, but it's Shooter. For being plumbers, they kind of suck. If I hired them, I think I'd be a bit... Where are they? They're late again. It's me. Skew Toypixx. They did plumbing a bit in the movie. You know what? I still haven't seen the movie, and I heard it was actually funny. That S is pretty bad. Ugh. Superman is probably my second all-time favorite superhero film behind Spider-Man 2. That's how good it is to me. Nice, Mirage. I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't know where I'd rank it actually in all the Superman or in all the comic movies. Will we all rather be sitting here looking at this on a computer screen or rather be there? We probably all be hot and probably hungry, but we still get to see cool toys. I would love to be at SDCC, honestly. That's a bucket list item. We'll see how soon I can make it happen. My favorite DC films are still Man of Steel and Batman Begins. Really, Star? Okay. All right. I don't have a problem with Batman Begins. I didn't really like the direction Zack Snyder was going with everything. Like, I understand you want Superman to learn how to be Superman, but in the past, all the iterations, he's learned how to be that guy as he was still a kid growing up to be a teenager, you know? I think that's probably what bugged me quite a bit about that one. Skew, I enjoyed Mr. Terrific. That was dope. Guy, too. The characters were good. The parents' legacy twist was a bit much. Yep. That was the one thing. Hopefully something comes of that where it's not exactly what happened. Go see it again and you'll have fun. See, that's what's up. Squirrels need saving too. They do. They do. And that one especially. Although that would have been instant death. The squirrel wouldn't even seen it coming. All right, let's get past Shooter. And I think, yep, we've seen all the SHF stuff now. Let's get out of there. All right, who wants to see, before I click on this, does anybody want to see Hasbro Ghostbusters? Speak now or don't speak now. They did it to force the effect of the Kents on him. But net zero, not a needed thing. I think that's true. I mean, I do think that it was unnecessary, but it kind of gave the backstory for why things happened later on. Though I think that backstory could have just been handled differently. I think the reason why I enjoy Superman, Shazam, and Aquaman so much is because they truly felt like comic book movies. Snyder's films felt too grimdark aesthetic-wise and story to an extent. That could be too. I mean, I get that. I totally would understand that point of view. Granted, I haven't watched the sequels to the other two, so I don't know if those are good or not. I haven't seen Shazam 2. Did I see Aquaman 2? I don't remember. So take that for what it's worth. All right, I am not hearing people sit there and say, yes, let's check out Hasbro Ghostbusters. So we're just doing it up. We're going right to what we've got as far as Toy Arc is concerned with the Jada booth. Ladies and gentlemen, another sour Skittle is going in my mouth. And we have these guys. I believe June says that when all these are out, they've completed the Robot Masters, which is kind of a big deal in Mega Man Land from what I understand. And now I'm eating a Skittle that's sour and can barely do anything right now. That Mega Man's wacky. I didn't know he ever had like a light blue with a white suit before. I don't know my Mega Man. I just get him because I think Jada does a good job. I'll also need this as far as an exclusive is concerned. And look at that, folks. These are the figures that we're waiting on. Look, bask in the glory that is these duders. These are rad. E-Honda is exactly what I would expect E-Honda to be. T-Hawk is looking good. T-Hawk is actually, he looks pretty massive. I saw a picture later on where he had fallen over and taken out another guy with him. Vega looks good. I mean, I totally give it to Jada. Zangief looks great. Akuma. We have another Ryu, or another use of the Ryu body, but yeah, that's looking good. I can't wait. I cannot wait to finish off this line. And you know they're just going to do things like this. They're just going to keep milking Player 2 variants until they really get deep into Street Fighter 3 Alpha or Street Fighter Alpha, whatever it was. But yeah, I'd be willing to bet we're not done with Street Fighter 2 once they start Alpha. This stuff's too good. That Dalsim is awesome. I love, like, he's one of the best figures in the Street Fighter line to me anyway. So yeah, there's our Jada-ness. Let's actually go back. Let's do that a little bit. We'll stop there. And don't worry, we will go. I believe I have stuff called up so we can start finding some of the newer stuff as well. MacGuffin was needed too in order to let Luthor troll him. That's true, Skew. I just wonder if they could have used a different MacGuffin. Let's see. Star, the Dark Knight was strange, a little slow. I was just waiting for the next Joker scene. Ledger stole the show. Not good when the main protagonist is upstaged that severely. I did enjoy it though. Yeah, I thought the Dark Knight was pretty there. You know, have you guys experienced when you walk out of the theater and you think the movie was so good, you just can't even find the words to talk about it? I walked out of the Dark Knight and I was speechless. I had nothing to say. I thought it was that good. But I do agree that Ledger's Joker stole the show. Mirage Jada's Akuma looks great. Kind of glad I sold my SHF, which, don't get me wrong, it is a great figure, but the arms falling off is a major pain in the arse. Yep, if that kept happening to me, I'd be annoyed and just not use a figure anymore. Miss Cogsmith, okay, that Dio is rad. Are you talking the Mega Man one? Or are you talking the one with Street Fighter? Oh, all right, Anton, we will go back to the Ghostbusters. Don't worry. People said the same about Jack Nicholson. Yep, that's true. I was thinking that too, Pixelated. Did they show anything off for the Scooby line? They did, Nolan. They showed, I can't remember, what's the name of the creature, guys? It was an underwater, it was a green one. We'll find that for sure, Nolan, just because it is awesome. We need to see it. Let's see, Star, when was June talking about with, what was it, a new Street Fighter line coming out? Yep, that's going to happen. Yep, Jada should sell that. Yeah, that Dio, all of what Jada does is awesome. Even when they're just building stuff to have in the background. Scooby and a monster new, I think, or new look at them. The monster's new. We've seen Scooby before, but yeah, that monster's definitely new. Next year, we'll get Jada's take on Alpha, but their Ryu looks mediocre compared to Storm Arena. I'm not sure. All I've seen is a slide image. So I'll be curious how well they do. I would have gotten their evil Ryu figure, but I know Storm Arena eventually will release their own. I bet it looks great. I don't know. I want to see more of what Storm Arena is doing. Speaking of, let's see, ST, the WWE. Oh, speaking of Street Fighter, the WWE Street Fighter crossover figs look interesting. I agree, Clank. I saw them. I wasn't even sure if I should highlight them or not. Luthor on Super Friends would just say the S on just stands for sucker. Let's see, Lex needs nothing to go after him. That's true. He doesn't need much. Never had any interest in Mega Man, but those Jada figs are looking so good. That might have to dive in. Yep. Dive in. I've got a bunch, and I know nothing about Mega Man. Obviously, wait a sec, we jumped. The Dark Knight was the first movie I saw in IMAX. Loved it. Nice, Brandon. I don't think I saw it in IMAX. Now I'm just jealous. Pixelated, what I like about Jada is that they kept it simple with Dalsim. Just package long arms and legs with the figure. Yep. They just do good work. And he is crazy value because of those things as well. Scooby has more joints. The figure is not, let's see, the figure joints, not the other kind. And looks more finished this time. Sorry, guys. I think that's the Dark Knight. Was wonderful. There were two guys sitting in front of me, and they cried at the end, and I felt that he and Kristen Bell were both equally good. Kristen Bell? The Dark Knight? Help me! G.I. Bro is on my list. Awesome. Booker T. See, this is me not knowing my wrestling. We might need to go there. Anton, well, I have plenty to say. When I saw the Dark Knight, all I kept thinking was he just took the blame. Why do you do that? I got his reasoning for it, Anton. I did understand the reasoning. You gotta give people a reason to be stoked, to be excited, to think that there's light in the world, especially in a city like Gotham. Skew, okay, nice. I'm hoping he'll be able to stand on two legs as well as all four. Yeah, Scooby should be good. Well, I don't know. I'm saying that. Who knows? The monster is Sea Demon from the Scooby-Doo Where Are You 1969 cartoon. Thank you, Sci-Fi. I couldn't remember its name. Let's see, Big Chuck 71 Metalhead. Any news on G.I. Joe Police? First off, thanks for stopping by, man. I don't think I've seen your name in here before. I don't have any news on it. I haven't seen anything on it. I think they should release it. That's as far as I got. Has anybody else heard anything as far as the G.I. Joe police officer is concerned? Skew, I like to think Sarge as wrestlers just do run-ins and hot tags. G.I. Bro, Booker T makes the most sense. Him and Jesse the Body with his WWE Predator ODF hat. Huh. I don't know what half those words are, but I got the other half, so I'm feeling pretty good. Star, did y'all hear what June was saying about Atom Smasher being an all-robot body? No, I did not. June said it was going to have shifting panels all over for articulation. This is going to be awesomely sick. Nice. The McFarlane Godzilla with a little Wonder Woman would be a buy if the rest of the Justice League were available. I didn't even see that. Good Lord, it's a good thing you guys are on top of this stuff. Now, we've seen all this, and I know Toy Arc's got to have more. There we go. All right. Let's see what we've got here. First off, we do want, since Anton asked, we want to go back to the Ghostbusters. Holy geez, there's a lot that went. Oh, there was some Scooby. Don't worry, guys. We're about there for everything. Okay, Anton, this one's for you, baby. We have all kinds of Ghostbusters going on. This would be the HasLab set, I believe. Ray Winston. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, with live action figures, their faces need to look right, or I don't care. Now, with the Ghostbusters, it's kind of disingenuous because I wouldn't get Ghostbusters figures anyway. I do like the Ecto-1, but the figures, I just don't really care. But yeah, it would be nice if the head sculpts were a lot better, especially for things like a HasLab. Like that's, I don't know, maybe they can't get the rights or something, but yeah, that's something that kind of kills it for me is when the figures themselves don't look like the character or the actor. That's not a terrible Rick Moranis, but it could be better. I do love the Slimer. The Slimer and the Ghost Lady Librarian, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, the pack. Okay, I did see these. Is anybody into these things, like the glow-in-the-dark? I think they were around way back when, too. At least if memory serves me correctly. I wasn't really into them at that point. In fact, the only Ghostbuster figure I had was Egon. And it was the regular real Ghostbusters Egon. I definitely need to choose less poorly when it comes to a snack for the live stream. Because holy crap, sour is a bad idea. Star, Atom Smasher is Jada's largest big ever. Arr! It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Clank, I still think John Cena would make a great G.I. Joe. I currently have him standing with my Joes on my shelf. Nice. He might do okay. Full Force Raid. Oh, dear. Christian Bale. Gotcha. What up, Mr. Matson? Good to see you, by the way, sir. Big Chuck, not that I know of yet or heard. I just got back in. Might have missed it last 6 hours. Keep checking and asking. Yeah, I didn't get here till just before the live stream, too. My claw arrived Saturday. Still no rattlers, snake armor, trench viper. But have you taken pictures of the claw yet, Mr. Matson? Because I haven't been on Instagram much. Let's see, Dave, you control the live stream. You can create polls for us to vote on when, let's see, when needed, wanted. Okay. We'll do that. Ghostbusters, too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Yeah, I forgot all about poll questions there, Sci-Fi. Thank you. Ramus 2, Murray and Hudson not sure. Moranis ain't bad. Moranis. My bad, Rick. Moranis ain't bad. Librarian had to be hot per Murray or he and Caddyshack Gopher would riot. They need to make Rodney Dangerfield and young RDJ and back to school. That would be fun. I have the remake of that Egon figure from a few years ago. Okay, Brandon. Yeah, we're trying, Big Chuck. I just don't know. Star, am I just getting myself up for endless disappointment by continuously wishing for Amazing Yamaguchi, Predator, and Alien? You know what? I'm wondering about the 52 Toys still, Star. 52 Toys is actually also jumping into the Street Fighter 112 scale game. And they were supposed to have an Alien, and we haven't seen that in forever. I'd buy a Bobby Brown figure. Oh, dear. Toypixx, that Hasbro Morph 97 looks pretty good. You think so, Kyrus? I do think he looks accurate to the source material for sure. Mr. Matson, I've been playing with my Air Eagle Also Claw. Arrives Saturday. Stupid autocorrect. No worries, Mr. Matson. Let's see. Nice. Okay. We're going to get out of this. We have seen the Ghostbusters. We came, we saw. Well, you know the rest. Mattel Masters of the Universe. Tell you what. Let's give one of those polls a shot here, if I can find it. What do we got? I know it's here. I have done this before. People, style, widow, banners, comments. Come on, poll. Where are you? I know it's here. I've done it before, I believe. I could leave studio. That's what it gave me. Dang it, it's like things have moved or I never quite knew where they were to begin with. All right, ladies and gents, I'm looking for the poll. No dice. Okay, here's the deal. We're going to go in to this Motu stuff and we're going to move fast. Now, 2000X figures. I heard Pixel Dan talking about it a little bit. When it comes to them, I don't know much about this. We're going to skip the stuff that I know isn't 2000X, by the way, just because, again, not so photogenic, minus those waist cuts, or with those waist cuts. So we're going to keep moving here. I know, apologies for going so fast. You know what I might do? Hang on. Let's not go so fast like that. And let's instead just find the 2000X. Here we go. There's their 2000X figures. Now, I don't know as far as ball peg waist or anything there. This is actually something from Mattel itself instead of just Mondo. Mondo, it sounds like the scale is a little bigger. They're more going to be in scale with Mythic Legions and some of those 1/10 figures than they are with 1/12. So I probably won't be talking too much about Mondo. These, it sounds like, are actually 1/12 scale. They're just a totally new kind of thing. So if you dig your He-Man, you've got something now that's going to fit in with your other 1/12 scale figures. And I need to know about the ball peg waists, and yet they don't show anything that can give me, that gives me hope. I just need hope. Nothing there. It makes me sad, but yeah, we're going to go through this pretty quick. That looks like it's probably just a twist. Oh, there we go. Definitely twists on these. Oh, no, definitely twists. This makes me sad. I'm worried that Mattel is going to do that with their DC figures. Please don't do that with your DC figures. So yeah, there's their 2000X figures. Keldor, neato. That guy? I don't know who that guy is. Mosquitor, Mantena. I do dig the Evil Horde, I have to say. All right. So that was it as far as the He-Man stuff that I want to check out. Now. Here we go, ladies and gents. We are on to the next Jada stuff. And there you can see right in this top picture, you got Scoob. So let's jump in. Here we go. We have full color pictures of Rebecca and Maine from Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I'm assuming you've seen these already, Star. I mean, I know that we've seen pictures of these two characters anyway, but these are pretty good shots. Gotta give it to them. And Rebecca is going to crack me up because she's insane. She's basically Harley Quinn in the cyberpunk universe. I still have to get David and Lucy. This Frosty, absolutely necessary. And Fred and Barney, also necessary. Now, one could say, but Dave, how do you know there's anything going on below below at their waists? Because it really doesn't matter here. And it's Jada. They probably did engineer something. But even if they didn't, you turn anything, you turn their legs, you turn their feet, you turn their heads, you're going to be okay. I'm not worried at all about these cereal mascot figures. What I want to see are more Hanna-Barbera figures and Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes #1 for me. I think they nailed those expressions. Here's the Sea Demon, by the way. He's on the left side of the screen. He's pretty good. I love the pose they've got Scooby in. He's going to be able to move insanely well. And here's a better look at the Sea Demon. That is just cartoony goodness. That is wonderful. Yeah, I can't wait. And that's Scooby. I can't wait for any of them. I don't have any of the Scooby figures yet, which I don't know that they've been released. It's just like Robo and Unparalleled got them. I saw Robo's review. I haven't seen Unparalleled yet. Here's the Mummy, which we've already seen, obviously. The Creeper, we've already seen him. And there you go. Let's go back. I want to sit on this image, see what everybody's chatting about, see how stoked we all are for some Jada goodness when it comes to Scoob and the crew. Holy crap, there was much chatting when we got here. I hallucinated Iron Eagle 2-pack with Jet. Come on, Ace, I'm happily mistaken. Woo, LFG. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Anton, I know that they're working on some Ghostbusters from the animated TV series. Yeah, what is it? It's Mondo's doing those. Brandon Skew, they're called the Ghostbusters and they're in control. Yes, we need a Bobby Brown figure. Should have come with Ecto 1. Mr. Madsen, let's see, from Skew at Mr. Madsen. You're talking Fans Toys, not Skyhawk, right? Ooh, I do not know. Jada's doing Street Fighter Alpha. The next wave of Edge Runners looks awesome. Rush from Mega Man, also Scooby-Doo and the Space Kook. What's the next wave of Edge Runners? All I knew was Atom Smasher. Oh, well, of course, then there's also Maine and Rebecca, which they haven't released yet, so they probably count. Did I miss something, though, Mr. Madsen? Let's see, Nolan, I'm most excited about the drag store figures out of the Motu stuff. And I don't know enough to be like, yep, there's drag store. Skew Raider, it's so awesome and way better than anything Hasbro could do, in my opinion. That sounds like something I need to track down. Mad 80s, ladies fans, honeys would have backed the Haslam. Make Tyson and Wayne Brady 3-pack with Bobby Brown. That would be, I don't even know where to go with that, Skew. Have you ever been in love with a property so much that you're pretty much frozen in time with their release? By the way, did y'all hear that Jada Toys is doing Cyberpunk Edge Runners? Yes. I don't know that I've been frozen in time because I've loved a property so much, but I've enjoyed many properties, and yeah, I could maybe get there with you, Star. Let's see, the 2000X Mattel look pretty good. They look like they're pretty sourced. I mean, they look like they're sourced perfectly. It's just they have the twist. It's on my list. It's got lights. Ooh, it does, huh? I need to look at that thing more. Mondo's Clawful looks pretty good, Toypixx, but the way they sculpted the claws just doesn't look right to me. Kyrus, I didn't pay that much attention, and I don't know my 2000X that well. So I might have to check out some episodes before I go look at that. But yeah, Mondo is a little bigger. The 112 scale makes me sad. I was thinking that might be me jumping into He-Man. Was that Anti-Eternia Thunder Punch He-Man? Ooh, maybe, Skew. You're talking the one that was, what was he, basically black with the... That might be. That might be. Harry, what's up, man? My Inarts Dark Knight Rises figure is on its way from Bumblebee. So excited. Nice, Harry. Was that the one, if I recall correctly, didn't they cancel on you? Were you able to, like, did they resolve that themselves, or did you have to get a hold of them? Let us know how that went. If I'm right, I'm thinking it was you that ordered from them and you thought they canceled. Anti-Eternia He-Man. Okay, Nolan. Okay, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Skew, I think I found the last one at $100 from Toy Dojo. Oh, no. Could it be that Mattel makes the He-Man figures that way to add a retro touch? It could be, but it stops me from getting them. I don't know about other people. But why do I keep, you know what? I'm going to open my vanilla Coke, and here's why. Nobody needs to see me continuously eating those Skittles. Ah, delectable. What's everybody drinking this fine evening? And now let's keep going. Scooby is chilling. He is. He might have had one too many Scooby snacks. All right, Frosty. Yeah, Frosty's rad. This Frosty and Fred and Barney open up crazy possibilities. I know, man. And June has said if that Frosty does well, there's a lot of possibilities there. I think he even said that about Hanna-Barbera, basically. So yeah, I can't wait. Imagine getting a Flintstones and Jetsons line. That would be crazy. Although we still need Space Ghost, we need Captain Caveman, we need Hong Kong Phooey, we need some things. And of course, Looney Tunes, because there's a drum I just can't stop beating. Star, absolutely. June said they delayed these so they could go back and improve their articulation and sculpt. Bless you, June. That's June. I think June is one of us, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, but I think so. We get these. Yep. That's from the one they couldn't sell the toys for some reason, but I guess because they were more aimed at collectors and kids. Let's see, I'm wondering what that was in reference to. Sorry, Anton. Star, it's much appreciated. Much better Scooby straight out of the show. I saw their booth, a whole goofy shape like Castle Grayskull. What? Oh no, you missed the Space Kook. I missed the Space Kook, Mr. Manson. We'll have to go back. Hang on. It was Jada, right, that did the Space Kook? If they make the Tar Monster, I'll get it from Scooby-Doo. Yep, I would do it. You know me, guys. I'm going to go nuts for all the Jada things. Harry, the Scooby figures and Fred and Barney should be cell shading. No, that's a bad Harry. Cell shading is generally bad, but I'm speaking from a photographer's point of view. I like to create my own shading with lights. But I understand the people that dig the cell shading. It's just most people don't seem to do it very well. Sci-fi. Dave, eat a full 7-course meal with desserts. No one cares. Just I know, but I care because suddenly there's not much noise going on the live stream. Plus, I look like this. Nobody wants that. I mean, maybe I'll do it anyway. I'm loving the Scooby line. Yeah, it looks incredible, man. Yes, you missed 2 other figures in the Edge Runners stuff and Space Kook in Scooby-Doo. Oh, awesome. Okay, we'll go back because I've got my X open as well so we can find all that stuff. Bring them on, Scooby. Harlem Globetrotters. Oh, man. Harlem Globetrotters would be awesome. Nolan, I'm all in on the Scooby-Doo or on the Scooby line. Just hope we get the whole Scooby gang. I'd even buy Scrappy. Ooh, Nolan. You know what? I can't judge. I would too. And then I'd make he and Duke would be hanging out together. Anton, I like that you can take the Creeper's mask off. That's really cool. Anton, if you haven't seen Robo's review, check that out. Like he shows like Shaggy's hand actually pulling it off. It looks like a lot of fun. Harry, yeah, they canceled on me, but you got it anyway. That's awesome, Harry. Congrats, man. Raj, I just drank store-bought caramel coffee, but I feel like going back for tea. Do it up. When I eat like this, like when I get back to the house, I'm going to load up on some decaf green tea because that will totally counter the effects of the caffeinated vanilla Coke. Sci-Fi KFC has a peaches and cream Mountain Dew that's delicious. Really? I mean, peaches and cream sounds kind of amazing. I like anything like orange cream, peaches and cream. That might be something I have to check out. Darn you, Sci-Fi George. All right. Just sent you images of the other two Wave 2 Edge Runners. Awesome, Mr. Matson. Thank you. We'll go to those. I'm wondering, will we all still be talking more toys Monday after all the other stuff comes out after Comic-Con's over? You bet. Consider this a part 1 of the SDCC chat. And on Monday, we'll finish it all off. Water, it's way too hot here. That's not good, Anton. Could Jada do figs of Batman and Robin since they were on an episode of Scooby-Doo? I don't know. I don't know how that license works. What might help out, actually, like what could be good is getting the McFarlane animated Batman and Robin, because those have kind of the same style. Obviously, they're not as well articulated, but if you're just going from a looks perspective, that might be the way to go. But it does sound like Jada has a good relationship with Warner Brothers. So who knows? Alrighty. Let's keep getting through here. I don't want to miss all the things. Toyark does weird things on me from time to time. Okay, we're going to go. What do we have? Where are we? Where am I? Oh, God. Wow, this really, that went quite a ways there. Toyark's really updating. Okay, McFarlane, we're going to skip that just because wrong scale. Mask, we're going to skip that. Nacelle, I think Nacelle has some stuff that's proper, but we're not going to look at tons here. We'll look at some. We'll see what people say. I'm just not into any of the properties that Nacelle has. So let me know if you guys are thinking this stuff's looking good. I think this looks good, to be honest. I just need, does it have the weight? Oh, it's got a waist cut, it looks like. Oh no, Nacelle, why? Why do you hate me? See, I just put one of those in my mouth and now I'm puckering like a crazy man. Their Star Trek figures are kind of cool if I were into Star Trek, but it looks like we're probably looking at waist cuts here too. I can't tell for sure, but that definitely looks like a waist cut on that dude. That's a really good Captain Kirk likeness, though. Do we have, let's see, yeah, I'm thinking waist cuts on these. That breaks my heart a little bit. I mean, it would break my heart more if I were into Star Trek. That's a really good Shaq, guys. Like, that's really good. I would pop his head off and use him as Denny Crane, of course, but that's really good. Denny Crane, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh, if only I knew my Star Trek. But, you know me, bad nerd. Hey, that guy, Sulu, right? Did I get one? That guy, no idea. That guy isn't a guy. Is that? I feel like I should know who that one is, but I don't know why. So I'm just kind of flying now. What even are these? These almost look like Nacelle is doing the same thing as Valaverse and Fresh Monkey Fiction / Big Bad Workshop. Like, these almost look like generic characters. They're probably not. You guys are probably screaming at me in the comments right now. Well, that one doesn't look like a generic character. All right, let's stop on this guy. Let's see if everybody's even saying much here. If not, we're just going to get out of this one. I'm drinking Arizona green tea right now. Nice, Brandon. That sounds good, actually. I do like me some green tea. McFarlane, good one day. What? Toypixx, the Mondo Clayface is being shipped next month. Can't wait. That thing looks incredible, Kyrus. Congratulations, man. That's going to be fun. The bi-weekly rundown will cover toys and entertainment for the esteemed chat. I likes it. I likes it, Sci-Fi. Much appreciated. They look like candy. Biker Mice from Mars are on clearance at either Walmart or Ross for $9. Ouch. It's always a gamble. Like, you don't know how popular an IP really is until you release it back out to the world and see what the reception is. And when they all go on clearance, it's probably a sign that the IP is not as popular as you hoped for. I have the mice and their bikes. They're not terrible. They look really good. Sweet. Okay. That is good to hear. I just don't know much about them. Sneak peek of Daphne. Oh, dang, Mr. Matson. Did you send me that too? Harry, I bought one of the Max robots. The elbow joint broke within hours. Oh my God, that would irritate me. The Expanse is a great book series. The first 3 seasons of the show were great. So I'm assuming I looked at some Expanse figures there without knowing it. Sweet. Hopefully they do Velma after Daphne. We're just going to save Fred. Fred's bad people. I decided, no, Fred was cool. I didn't hate Fred. Okay, we're going to keep looking here. There wasn't much. Okay, Moo Mesa, right? Yeah, guys, I don't know. I think I'm going to get out of here simply because we're looking at a whole lot of waist cuts. Makes me sad. But here's something that I know people are stoked about. We're looking at Mezco now. We got the shredder, the Mirage style shredder that looks amazing. That looks fantastic. And I don't know what to do. NECA's losing some favor with me simply because they don't seem to be improving their stuff. They're just releasing more characters, but it's all the same kind of construction. I want them to improve, especially with all the turtle stuff that's out there, especially with how good other companies are doing, especially with the fact that NECA stuff doesn't seem to be selling like it used to. So they got to do something. But that's just, I should say, before anybody says something like, well, how do you know? That is totally, oh my goodness. Wow. I lost words again. It's basically, I've seen it, but I don't, and I'm just talking about my experience. Wow, my words just died. Anecdotal, that's what I wanted. Totally anecdotal. NECA shelves are either just not getting stocked at all, or like I've got 5 of the 4-pack wrestling turtles at my local Target. So I wonder how healthy NECA is right now. All that to say, Mezco's showing off some stuff that I really dig. And this shredder's one of those. Now these, well, the one we should zoom in on is Mikey, because Mikey's the best turtle. These do look good, and they're almost not so slavishly the movie looks, where they could fit in with a lot of different displays. And since I missed the other turtles, the ones that are more my style, actually, if those other turtles ever came out with red bandanas, I'd jump all over them. But these look pretty good. I just don't do movie stuff. Dang, that Mikey is awesome, though. I always like Mikey. They need one of these with the eye in the mouth, of course. But yeah, see, oh, that's a really good Leo head, isn't it? Oh, I was going to say the NECA ones look a lot more like him, but that's a fantastic Leo head. Wow. I'm not as sold on Mikey and Raph, but we're going to stop here. That looks great. Uh-oh. The world went nuts. The new Jada Mega Man stuff looks great. I need Rush the Dog and Proto Man. It's all going to be good, Mr. Matson. We're going to get all the things, and our Mega Man displays will be wondrous. Anton, yes, that's Power Master. That's a really strange series. The guy is one half the superhero and the other half the secret identity. Oddness. I don't know things. Okay, where's a Velma fan or who's a Velma fan or Daphne fan? Oh, this is like Ginger versus Marianne. Is that what we're saying? It's been a while since I've seen Scooby-Doo. I really don't have a call on that one. All right, folks, if I could make a poll, let me see here, actually. Oh, I can share a referral link, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Dang it. I wish I could find how to do a poll. What's this? Well, that's just invite people. You're right. That's right, folks. This is the entertaining stuff that you've come to expect. I am basically trying to learn how to use StreamYard while using StreamYard. Dang it. There's got to be an easy poll option here. Let's see. Media assets, style, people, private chat. Yeah, I don't see how to do it. Lame, lame. Anyway, let the world know. Are you a Daphne fan or a Velma fan? There it is, Harry. We got one. Harry, I'm Team Velma. Nice. Those guys are from that series from Sci-Fi Channel called The Expanse. All right, so I didn't know things, and it was confirmed. Mirage, not a TMNT fan, but the Shredder looks good. Yeah, I think it looks pretty incredible. Nolan, I'm still waiting on NECA's Vincent Price. Really? I've seen that at a Meijer, and I haven't picked it up. Did you order him, Nolan, or have you been on the hunt for him? Mr. Matson, Mezco has some cool looking stuff, but I think I'm out on the brand. Oh no, Mr. Matson. Is it the price? Is it that you've gotten stuff that just isn't up to par? What do you think? Nolan, yeah, me too. And Peter Cushing, Van Helsing. Ooh, I forgot about that. I saw the prisoner action figures. They looked really cool. Nice. Mr. Matson, right. With a White Skull agent coming out. I feel like Leonardo is the only one that may be spot on. Maybe Brandon, but keep in mind also, we've only seen one head each. And I think to everybody else's point, I think they're going to come with a lot of heads. Let's see, polls are in your YouTube studio. Oh, see, I'm not in my YouTube studio. I'm in StreamYard. Crap, crap, crap. Let's see. I wonder if I can open, we'll see. I'll see if I can figure this stuff out via StreamYard. And if I can't later on, we might do something different for the next stream. Thank you, Mr. Matson, for the heads up. Nolan, Brandon, yeah, same. I think I might be good with my NECA ones, even though Mikey's mask is a little messed up. Yeah, I think the NECA ones look really good. But again, we haven't seen everything that comes with these guys. Harry, nothing like learning on the job, Dave. That's true. I could go gung-ho and Alpine style. And Bazooka, I believe, wasn't it? Let's see. Nolan, had Vincent Price pre-ordered, just hasn't arrived yet, unfortunately. That sucks. Especially considering I have seen him at Meijer, which is one of the last places to ever get anything. So hopefully that converts for you in a hurry, Nolan. Pythona is supposed to be, a fall convention, or at fall conventions like New York Comic Con. Might be worth a visit to get a few more items. Yeah, I saw that too. Pythona looks rad. See, Mezco takes forever and the customer service sucks. That I've heard that about the customer service, and we've known that about the other thing. I know that I've sat in the back kind of going, why would I get a Mezco when things like this go on? It's almost like what you should do is just wait for him to release and then get them. But with something like this, you really can't do that because you know it's going to sell out, you know? Sci-Fi, I want the Shogun Predator from NECA. I'm Velma over Daphne, Betty over Wilma, Gwen over Mary Jane, Lana over Lois, and Marianne over Ginger. Okay, come on now, Sci-Fi. All right, let's see here. Velma over Daphne, I can accept that. No problem there. Betty over Wilma, I totally agree with you. And with Velma and Daphne, it's just been so long. But yeah, Betty definitely beats Wilma. Gwen over MJ, I don't know there. I think I'd take MJ. Lana over Lois. No, man. I'm good with Marianne over Ginger, but Lois has to take down Lana. You're close, Sci-Fi. You're close. I mean, my opinion is clearly the one that matters, right? False. I love you. I love both of them. I love Daphne and I love Velma. Oh man, see, you gotta choose, Anton. Who are you gonna choose, man? Flip a coin. Fun fact, guys, I actually have a coin flipping app on my phone so that when I can't make a decision, now it's a stupid decision. I'm like, well, heads or tails, because I don't care. Do I want Qdoba or Chipotle? I don't know. Then I click the coin flip app, and either way, I win. Okay, let's go back. Keep looking at what Mezco's got. Now, okay, Beetlejuice looks good. I think, did we see this Beetlejuice already? Help me out. Oh, I did not see Marv. Oh, guys, that Marv looks really good. Oh, man. Wonder what else they do from Sin City. Now, I think we knew about, I don't know about this Conan on the right, but I'm pretty sure we knew about the Conan on the left. Yeah, this one. Okay, Soups and Crypto, pending licensor approval. Let's see what we've got on the face. It's okay. It's not Shooter McGavin. We'll give him that. But Mezco doesn't seem to really go too much for accuracy when it comes to likeness. That's a good looking Red Hood. We all know what I want to get to, right? Like, it's in the thumbnail. I want to see that Hulk. These look pretty good too. I just don't do movie guys. Man, these designs will live on forever. It looks great. Hold on. So is it a rubber overlay? That's the one thing that makes me nervous about some of Mezco's stuff is it seems like anything that isn't just cloth ends up degrading. The Joker's not bad, but you can make anybody look like Ledger with that kind of makeup. Yeah, that's really not bad, is it? You want to know how I got these scars? Let's keep going. For the handful of Robotech fans, the Sentinel Alpha plus Connected Beta Fighter will go on sale when they figure out the tariff situation. Nice, like Two-Face. Two-Face. Okay, here's your F4. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. That Hulk looks amazing. Like, I don't know. Help me out, because I've been seeing, and I know Sci-Fi touched on it, that he seems a little small. I haven't seen a good image with a comparison to be able to let you know what I think about that. Maybe it'll be in this set of images. Like, I don't care if he's not massive. He just needs to be a little, well, he needs to be quite a bit bigger than everybody else, but maybe like an inch and a half is fine. I don't need him to be like a 10-inch tall Hulk. Nightcrawler looks okay. I don't know. I wish I could see a lot more of what's going on with Mezco's accessories. I do like the added paneling that they do. I think that looks really cool. It's kind of like if you want a stylized take on your favorite action figures or your favorite Marvel characters or whatever, you go with Mezco because they'll give you that stylization. Here we've got the Rumbler, which does look cool. It just looks like another military vehicle to me, but I don't hold it against anybody that picked it up because I know it's going to look incredible in pictures. I do like this guy though. Like, I think he's pretty sweet, especially this is a stogie that he's got in his mouth. And the light up features are pretty good. It's just one of those things that I don't know about you guys. I don't use it much. Now these, I don't even know what to think here. These obviously aren't regular action figures, but it does crack me up that they exist. These almost look like tiny or like Toonie Terrors. But yeah, let's go back. I want to hear what you guys have to say about that Hulk. Why did you have to show me that Hulk? I'm sorry, Nolan, but I kind of like it too. I'm going to see what Mafex reveals with their thing, which is also this weekend, and see if they reveal a Hulk. And we never know when this Hulk is going to go up for pre-order. So who knows, man? Who knows? I'm going to have a decision to make. I have a feeling that Hulk will sell out fast. Nightcrawler probably will be just a little too big to fit with Marvel Legends and Mafex. Yeah, I know the Wolverine is definitely too big. I didn't know Mezco was doing DCU Superman. I may look into that. Yeah. Yep, I didn't even come across that picture either. I can't do that, so I just take them in my TARDIS, and goodbye, poor Scooby Gang. You just take them both. I totally get it, Anton. Okay, before we get into more of this, I'm going to get into my Instagram account so I can see what the good Mr. Matson has sent us. Remember, folks, pretty much knew that tonight would be a much longer deal because we have much to discuss. No, not now. I'm good. Okay, let's take a peek at this stuff. Where are we at? Here we go. First off, anybody, I need to share this page. Give me just a sec. Hi, everybody. It's me without a sour Skittle in my mouth. First off, anybody who hasn't seen her yet, we have Pythona. And I'll be honest, when I saw this, I thought, oh, I totally should have gotten that Nemesis Immortal, Nemesis Enforcer, if you know what's up. But Mr. Spencer got a hold of me and said he's an okay figure. My thing when it comes to this is this Pythona looks really good. Nemesis Immortal would have completed whatever. You know that Globulus is going to get shown at some point. If not at SDCC, then at some point within the next year, because they're going to want to make these things happen. And the Royal Guard, oh, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming out of Cobra Law. And I'm a guy that didn't like Cobra Law. So yeah, just imagine how confused I am with how good this Pythona looks. I love this thing, like the little compact deal going on. That thing's awesome. Then claw hands, the little, I can't remember what this crab thing did in the bottom right, but I recognize it. I know there was something in the movie with it. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. I got to check it out again. But yeah, I think this Pythona looks great. She's also got like the acid fingers going on, which is amazing. She's got, that means 2 sets of extra hands. Yeah, I think this Pythona is pretty sweet. And now let's go to more. We've got Rebecca, we've got Maine. And this, oh, there's what you were talking about. Look at that thing. What is this figure? Let's see. Scooby-Doo in the Jada Scooby line. Look, Spooky Space Kook. That's what you're talking about, Mr. Matson. I want a better picture of that face. There it is. Thank you, Robo. Oh, this thing's awesome. So then the next wave is going to be Scooby. It's going to be the Space Kook. And it's going to be the Sea Demon, right? Oh, I love what Jada's doing, man. I can't help it. This thing's ridiculous. All right, let me see if I missed anything with these. I don't think I did. And, okay, yep, so that'll be the next wave. And sneak peek on old Daphne. I wonder how they're going to do her. Like, with how thin her waist is in the animation, is she still going to have a ball peg? I have to imagine yes. June has not let any of us down in that department just yet. So I'm curious. This is sweet. This is really cool stuff. I love the SDCC time. I hope she's not going to be an exclusive. Oh, you know she will be, Nolan. I heard Tony talk about her, and she's going to go up on Hasbro Pulse. So that'll happen. Hopefully she's not tough to get. Anton, that Hulk looks very cool. Remember, he's different sizes depending on how much or how angry he gets. Yep, for sure. She's awesome looking. Yeah, that Pythona is ridiculous, man. Gotta go, gang. Awesome hanging with you guys tonight. Take care, guys. Till next time. Star, enjoy the night, man. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Always good to see you in here. Harry, Space Kook needs a sound chip with that laugh. I'm going to have to go back and watch some Scooby, aren't I? Nolan, like that, they're just doing 3 figures per wave. Makes it easier to stay all in. It does, Nolan. Way easier. Like, I love their slow release schedule. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and that's one of my favorite parts. how short her skirt is. It's been so long since I've seen Scooby-Doo, I can't tell you if it's accurate or not, but I'd be willing to bet it's accurate. Remember, kids, this was the 60s. Daphne looks like a statue. What do you think they used for the skirt? I don't know. I mean, I would assume either something like Ryu's gi or Ryu's gi, or maybe something just a little more solid. I mean, I'm sure June seems to love his articulation, so I'm sure they're going to make it so that she can be really well articulated. By the way, just so everybody is aware, these are the pictures the good Mr. Matson sent. So thank you, sir. It's much appreciated. LBC, yeah, I missed out on Nemesis Enforcer too. I gotta get Pythona. She looks pretty good. Yep. Ah. Have a great night, Star. Yep, indeed, sir. Enjoy this fine evening. That's a render. Doesn't look like a statue. Hang on, let's see what else we got if we click this button. There we go. Oh, yeah, definitely a render. Yep, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So the next wave, who knows who the two monsters will be, but we're at least getting Daphne. So we're going to have Scooby, we're going to have Shaggy, we're going to have Daphne. We're going to need a mystery machine. We need to talk to June about a mystery machine. Or he needs to just reveal a mystery machine at some point this week. I would be insanely stoked to see that. And Tom, my phone is very cute, but you can't date her because she would probably scratch your face and she has acid in her venom. Wait a sec, Pythona is very cute. Or my phone. Yeah, you definitely don't date somebody with acid in her fingernails. That's a problem. I did that once. It left me scarred for life. I didn't actually do that. And fun fact, I've never actually had acid thrown at me. I figure that's a win. LBZ, yeah, there's live pics of Pythona instead of a render. I saw those as well. We just haven't gotten there yet. All right, so let's get out of here and jump back. Ba-da-da-da-da. Egad. We'll jump back to Toy Arc. Let's get out of Shredhead. Scrolling down to where we were. There is a lot to cover, guys. This might be something where we just kind of jump around quite a bit. Okay. Let's see. NECA TMNT now. And I know Miss Cogsmith was talking about the Stan Sakai turtles, which are right up top there. These are surfing turtles. Who knows? I mean, not necessarily my cup of tea, but only because I don't get the Toon Turtles. It doesn't mean I don't think they look great. They look like they did a really cool job on them. And I love that they've all got their own surfboard. That's good times. They look stoked. I feel like Leo is the last turtle that would wear shades like this, which is why it's so cool that he is. And he's even got pretty much a top hat, which is insanity. Here's some of the Archie stuff. This is the Garfield and Odie that people were talking about. I believe you said Pizza Hut promotion, right? So yeah, it was these guys with the turtles promoting Pizza Hut. Good times. Then what is this? Is this the Crying Hound with a different paint scheme? And then Ace Duck. I'm sure we got Wingnut and Screw Loose. I'm just trying to cover everything just so people know what's up now. Here's the Garfield and Odie. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to go back to the chat because I just think this looks like fun. Anton, that's the Space Cookie, was a haunted astronaut. He had a really cool and spooky laugh. Ah, the Space Kook. Okay, I definitely need to go back and watch some Scooby. Pixelated, a Ramen Toys van would be turned into a mystery machine with a little work. That's true. Also, a Punisher van, like a Ramen Toys van, could be turned into a Punisher van with almost no work. So keep that in mind. I need to go back and maybe look at that some. Harry, Pythona is the kind of girl you date to teach you the kind of girl you shouldn't date. This is fair. This is fair. Anton, goodbye, Star. Okay. Let's keep it rolling. I do love the pizza cutter. I love the two heads for Garfield here. That's, oh wait, that's 3 heads. Look at that. That is fun. I mean, I can't deny that that's fun. I'm not a big, obviously, like my turtles are the Mirage turtles. That's why I like the red shredder look so much. But these look good too. Like if I could, I probably would go nuts on all the comic turtles. This is funny. We have Grandma Bebop and Baby Rocksteady. Somehow that works. Robot Toka and Rajar, whatever. Okay. These, I'm not even into these turtles, but it looks like NECA did a really good job with the articulation. I don't know. I'd like to see them. I'm going to have to see reviews, but they're not in my wheelhouse anyway. It's just I feel like if NECA could do this kind of articulation for all their turtle lines, I'd be much more stoked about them. Nice. Clunk, right? That shredder looks really cool. Like these look like good figures. I don't know. I don't know about the foot soldier there. The shredder and the turtles look like great figures though. Oh, Krang, not bad. Last round in black and white. We're just going to fly. Now, here we are. If you're still out there, Miss Cogsmith, we've got some Stan Sakai Mikey. Ooh, I like that head on the bottom. That's cool. We got Leo. Usagi. Usagi always looks cool. Raph. Ooh, he does not look like a happy turtle, which makes sense for Raph. He does look like he has pins, though. Weird. Not for NECA, perhaps. Dawn looks really good. Now, Karai, I don't think she is Stan Sakai. I think we're looking now at the regular, we're looking at the original Mirage Turtles, I believe. Raphael is Shredder. What was this one called again? I can't remember. This Casey Jones looks good. I would like them to maybe make this a ball peg, but because of the way that he's sculpted, I think you'll be able to hide it a little bit if it is just a twist. But yeah, I love this look for Casey Jones. And then we've got Nobody, which I love a lot less because there's nothing at the waist, which means the second you turn that diaphragm, you're going to break up the design and the sculpt. Makes me sad. The new Turtles, which all look good for sure. Like, I will always give it to NECA on the looks of these things. It's just the articulation that I'd like them to really start crushing it on. We do have double jointed arms here anyway. Now these are sweet. It's still, these two on the left are probably my favorites. Dracula, he's cool, but these two are crazy rad. All right, let's see what we've got in the chat. See how everybody's doing. Dang, TMNT collecting with everyone, even Garfield, collabing with everyone, even Garfield. Yep, but they did that way back when. This isn't even new. Sci-Fi Ramen Toys worked with someone and made the Mystery Machine. It might still be up on their site. Think of the Mirror Universe version of the Mystery Machine. Huh, that could be fun. Anton, yes, Pizza Hut. That's a really cool Garfield and Odie. I do agree. I think they look great. Now let's keep jumping through because we have seen these before. I want to get to more. Okay, these are ultimate versions of the movie Turtles. And this is why I'm not sure about the Mezco ones. They're going to be a lot more money. And I just don't know that the heads are as good, you know, that they look as good. Now, what I will say, though, is they should scale with your 112 figures a lot better than the NECA ones do. But that's a lot of stuff they come with. I like that a lot. All right, and that was that with the Turtles. Let's get out of here and keep jumping. NECA Horror, Universal Monsters. I was just looking to see how much there is. Guys, we're going to kind of speed round this one. If anybody wants me to slow down some, I will come back and we'll look at some other stuff. We've got the Ben Cooper kids. I do think this Chucky is kind of funny. Beetlejuice guys are hilarious. Beetlejuice just always looks funny. And they do it right because he looks dirty and nasty. It just looks totally Beetlejuice. Invisible Man looks good. Boris Karloff. Hang on. What do we have here? Is that the Ben Cooper? Yep. Ben Cooper Kid Garfield, Ben Cooper Kid Pee-wee. I love how plastic that mask looks. That's perfect. The Predator, same deal. Whoa. Ooh, scary. Who all has gotten into the Ben Cooper kids? I know they've released tons of them. That's D&D, right? Weird. Some of this stuff I don't know at all. Jaws. Okay, there we go. That's your Christopher Lee Dracula. That's insane. I love the look of that guy. There's the Vincent. The other one was the Peter Cushing, correct? Yeah, there we go. I wish they showed like all the stuff they come with. Whoa. Yeah, now we're into Toonie Terrors, I believe, which is not stuff that we do for photos. So we're going to get out of here. And let's see what we've got. Let's see what the chat's saying. Misery, not mystery. Oh, the Misery Machine. Okay. Sorry about that, Sci-Fi. Let's see, Brandon, I'm stoked about that Fortnite TMNT 4-pack. NECA, apparently it's a Walmart exclusive. Gotta find that. I still haven't seen the pictures. Let's see, the little creature that's hanging out with Michelangelo is called Ice Cream Kitty. Okay. Clunk was the original Mirage Run, right? Or am I just totally off? Those kids are far too creepy. I don't disagree with you, Pixelated. Okay, let's get out of here. Now, NECA with their Sesame Street. We're going to look at the Sesame. Well, you know what? There's not much here. Let's check out Sesame Street. People seem stoked about this. I am not those people. I just didn't like Sesame Street, believe it or not. I am a weirdo. However, Oscar the Grouch, totally acceptable. Big Bird, lame. Grover, maybe Super Grover, he's kind of okay, but overall, Grover, lame. That guy, I don't even recognize him. Bert and Ernie were pretty lame. I mean, that's just my brain. I'm not talking about the figures themselves. I'm just talking character here at this point. But we've seen Bert and Ernie. We've seen the Count. The Count was also acceptable. All right, these are just fun. What is this? Is this an actual figure? Oh, NECA's making an actual figure of Corn Sweat. That head doesn't look very good either. He might just have one of those faces that's tricky to pull off. That angle looks a little better, but it's still not that great. All right, so we're through with the Sesame Street. Let's keep going. Syndicate Collectibles. We're going to jump away from that. Let's find some stuff that's a little more up the alley of everything that we've been looking at. And if anybody wants to see some Syndicate Collectibles, let me know. Right here, we're on Hiya Toys. And Hiya is making some big moves, it looks like to me. The sculpt is insane. Obviously, I don't know my Godzilla all that well, or my other things all that well. But look at these. Like, they're getting away from the more realistic stuff and they're going more with the anime stuff. That grayscale figure, I don't even know what that is. And it looks pretty cool. What's going on here? Oh, that must be a hairpiece. Wait a second. Person 5 Royal Joker. Under approval process. Yeah, watch out for that. Panther. Queen. So I'm assuming what we're looking at here. Oh, nice. Oh, what we're looking at here are figures that, oh, that's just so cool. That they haven't shown yet, correct? Because I don't recognize these. But I'm also wondering, am I in the 3 3/4 lane right now? I feel like I might be. Oh, Contra. Nice. And this is the major. I remember people telling me about how important she is. She's got all kinds of stuff. More Star Trek. Is anybody really into Star Trek right now? Because suddenly we've got 2 companies doing Star Trek stuff. The Tiamat, huh? These are kind of sweet. Oh. Sorry, now I'm just looking and being kind of amazed by how cool some of this stuff is. Even though it's not really the scale that we all go with. What's that? A rogue trooper or rogue trooper. Sorry, they typed it differently up top and on the bottom. Drop it. Isn't that a RoboCop that's been teased for forever and still is now? Looks good. I think we knew about the Jean-Claude or those Universal Soldiers guys. Here's some Mega Man. Suddenly Mega Man is a hot property too. It's insane. Comes with all kinds of stuff. Walking Dead. Yeah, I feel like I need to get into some Hiya toys. My problem is they don't do anything that I need necessarily. I would like them to jump into something that I need before deciding to jump in. All right, we've got, oh, wow, there's been some chatting going on. Skew, it was Zika? Let's see, Sci-Fi, it was Zika. If I see those Garfield figures, I'll probably pick them up. Yeah, they do look cool. I'm just not a big Garfield guy. Might have to pick up Oscar. He is acceptable, so that's totally okay, Nolan. Sci-Fi Skew, thanks. Couldn't remember. There we go. Miss Cogsmith, I used to have every TMNT and Garfield magazine. Not sure if I still do. When they had the crossover, I was hyped about it for months. I hope for a much longer story arc with the 2. But it was, I'm assuming, just not to be, just a one-off strip. Okay. Well, hey, you've got figures for the representation now. That should be really fun, honestly. Super Grover 2, please. And Big Bird. Oh, Skew, Big Bird, totally unacceptable. I'm kidding. Dave, lame. Brought to you by the letter L. Yep, that'll work. Somebody came with an L, and now I might have to look back at that. Sci-Fi, I only remember because of 8-inch Buck Rogers figures they made. Ah, Skew, you got the memory, my friend. Sci-Fi, who is Ben Cooper and how many kids does this guy have? Does he have a harem or are they from the same person? Do they get government assistance? I need to see some W-2s. He's got a harem. I mean, I can answer that. That's pretty easy. Miss Cogsmith, Sci-Fi, all right. Yep. Oh, yeah, he's got a harem, guys. I'm sure of that. Pixelated, I would get some Star Trek figures if a vendor showed me a whole line. I'd buy Star Trek The Next Generation figures. I'm proud of myself because I knew what that acronym meant. RoboCop. He's there, man. Sci-Fi, those vinyl suits and boxes at Zara's, stacks and stacks. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Oh, God. Pepperidge Farms remembers all the things. All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to jump. Oh, no. 4 Horsemen? Dang it, 4 Horsemen. Oh, my God. And it's a massive. Oh, boy. Okay, guys. If we've seen it, I'm just going to fly. We've seen it. We've seen it. Okay, this is what that game is. This is. Oh, I don't know about that one. That thing's huge. Okay, that's just cool. Necronominus. We've seen it. Seen it. Seen her. That was Beluilith, I think that's right. We've seen all those. That guy red, I can't remember his name. That one is, oh man, why can't I remember his name either? That's Gideon. I know him because I have him. Okay, so far we're just seeing stuff that they've already released, as far as I know. Maybe some. We've seen these, but they haven't released them yet. Still, gotta love the bear. Gotta love the angry head for the bear. I don't remember her. Oh, these are those. Are these those smaller characters, or does she just have a weird shape? Yeah, these are the newer ones. Look at that guy in real life. Oh, the little fox guy. That's awesome. I'm surprised they've got him there. I don't know why. This guy is necessary with a big beer barrel, mead barrel. I thought she was really cool because of her face. These are all much better than the renders make them look. Even the photos, just like seeing them in person like this, they look incredible. Yeah, see? It's like a cartoonish slash realistic, like it's a good combo in the face. It's kind of what they did with Gideon as well. Yeah, I do enjoy that we're getting better looks at these. Spirit animal. Okay, we've got Oh, I don't think we've seen that before. Sorry, guys. Mythics are they've kind of got me a little bit. I'm looking at them quite a bit more than I used to. Obviously, we're looking at cosmics here, and until I know about improved articulation, I'm going to look at them less. But the mythics are rad. Woo. Oh, wow, that's just totally torn apart night. Oh, that's really cool, actually. Touring exclusive. Oh, we've seen that guy. We've seen that one, I think. I know. I'm just kind of flying. I think we've seen all this at this point. Sorry, now I'm all quiet and stuff as I'm trying to remember if we've seen them all. But they all look familiar, so I'm assuming we have. Her for sure. Him, those guys, I think. Yep. All right, so there's the Mythic Legions. Let's see what everybody's chatting in over here. Wait, is Ben Cooper from Krypton? If he is, that's bad. That's a bad idea. We don't want Ben Cooper around. We got to do something. Pixelated. Nacelle is doing the thing. They are starting wild to drum up interest. Figures look great. Sulu and Kirk are fire. Nice. Gonna have to go, but have a good day, everyone. You too, Mirage. Thanks for stopping by tonight, man. I'm gonna try and fly through some of this because it is getting to that point where I'm like, wow. Beast Kingdom will skip over. Okay, hold on. We're gonna hit up Big Bad Workshop because this has me really excited. We're gonna skip all these pictures. Let's go right to here. All right, we've seen these guys, obviously. I have both of those. All right, I have everything you see in this pic. Those guys are rad. I still need to get these, and I need to get that. I need to get this Sleepwalker. Okay, this is where we're starting to see figures we haven't seen so much, at least the colored versions, I don't believe. This soldier is just perfect for just a regular old soldier. But I have to say, as much as I don't like zombies, I kind of want that. I think the way they did that looks so good. And these are those things that look way better in hand or like in person than they do in the photos that you see. And definitely the renders. There's Dr. Caligari. He's necessary. Anything with a brain in the jar can't be bad. I can't remember what that guy's name is. Here's Johnny Quest's dad. I can't remember what they calling him either. But I love these alternate heads that they're all coming with. The Eraser looks awesome. I need to pick him up. Need to get Carl Weathers and the rest of the generals. Like, I love what Fresh Monkey Fiction's doing. We have, I believe that's Halloween Boy, and we've got the Donner Party. I have to get the Donner Party. I told you I was born in California, lived my first several years in California and Nevada. In grade school, in like second or third grade, we learned all about the Donner Party. So that seems necessary. The Cthulhu looking guy's awesome. Guys, seriously, like, I think I'm becoming a huge Fresh Monkey Fiction fan, or Big Bad Workshop, whatever. Like, these are amazing figures. Chatworth is awesome. And then we've got these figures, which we don't know. We still have only seen prototypes of them, I believe. And I'm sure they'll have the ball peg waists as well. This one, people are talking Dreadnought, Zorana style. Yeah, I could see that. Not much. That's Captain Gridiron. And then got him, got those. These, I don't know how I missed these. I love this one in the red cloak. Like, those look awesome. These skeletons just look really good. So those might end up being some of my main skeletons just because they have more of a skeletal build, I suppose. But this is where I started having a lot of fun, is with the long box heroes. I remember Madman. I don't remember this guy at all. Sky Captain or whatever. No memory there of that. But Madman is crazy. Because Madman, Rocketeer, and I'm assuming his villain. And I don't remember the Rocketeer so well either. This, however, you know that I have to go in on this. We've got the Tick in his vacation gear, and I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, this is Chairface Chippendale. He is necessary as a Tick villain. I will get all the things they throw at me that is Tick related. That's just going to be how it is. Sci-fi love Star Trek up to the second J.J. Abrams film. After that, no thanks. Oh dear. Dr. Quest, not sure if they ever mentioned his first name. I remember at least when it comes to Fresh Monkey Fiction or Big Bad Workshop, they have a name for him. I just don't remember what it is. Man, Monster Force is slaying it. I know, man. I love what they're doing. But we had to stop on the Tick because Spoon. Grendel as well. And here, this is what I'm talking about. So Bobby Bala is doing his, extras line. And Fresh Monkey Fiction / Big Bad Workshop is doing the non-playable, the NPC line as well. So you've got this exorcist priest. You've got a cheerleader. I want to see, yeah, it looks like we got a ball peg there. I'm always nervous about what companies do with their female figures. Actually, let's look at the bicep too. Can't really tell there. And then you've got the SWAT guy here, so that's going to work if Hasbro never releases their police officer. And then these, man. Okay, here's something people weren't talking about, or I haven't seen so much of. Here's the mob boss, which is insanely cool, and a couple henchmen, it looks like. But forget that. Look at all these down here. Look at the heads. Like almost a freaky, I don't even know. Is that a rabbit head? And then you've got the cat here, which is awesome. And then look at these heads. Like you've got a monkey, like for Fresh Monkey Fiction, that is perfect. Like these are things that I absolutely love. I can't wait to get some of this stuff to fill out the backgrounds in my comics or in my photos. Maybe I'll do comics with photos at some point. But a mob boss, everyone needs a mob boss to go against their characters. Like those are sweet. And then you've got our boy Bulletproof. Eagle Force is jumping into 1/12 scale. I don't know hardly anything about Eagle Force, but obviously we've got the color versions in the background there. That kind of has a Viper look to it. Minus the goggles, of course. I don't know. I just don't know enough about Eagle Force to be all that knowledgeable here. What's that say? Mamba Man. There's a Mamba Man, guys. Edgar Allan Poe. I think that's sweet. That's going to be necessary. I'm telling you, man, these guys know what's up. This thing, I don't even remember seeing this solicited, but this is awesome. I need this, obviously. In fact, why don't we stay there and I'll go check the chat, see what people are saying. Woo! Love Fresh Monkey Fiction and Mythic Legions. It's just nigh on impossible to troop build because of their prices. Same with NECA. I know. But the one thing with those is you troop build with those, you might never need to troop build again. They're amazing, man. Let's see, Skew, Nolan, that Benton Quest figure is dope too. Benton, that's right, Skew. Thank you. They have an Ace Hunter Megaforce looking dude and a red Micronaut too. Fire. Nolan, that and Bulletproof. Yep. Yeah, Bulletproof looks good. Eagle Force Wise. Eagle Force, let's see. Wise from Great Britain. Are you saying Eagle? Yeah, Eagle Force is from Great Britain, Anton? Miss Cogsmith, dang, I missed a lot. YouTube app bugged out. Oh, not cool, Miss Cogsmith. That's all right. I appreciate that you came back for all of it. NPCs, so much stuff. Bulletproof needs him and Big Boss. Oh, Big Boss, that. Oh, how could I forget Big Boss? Let's see, Ramen did 30-30 type horse robot guy too. Yep. I saw that. Mob Boss and Henchman are a must. Just guessing the cheerleaders will have extra hands and heads to buy a few and mix and match. Oh, for sure, man. They know what they're doing. Like these guys, I feel like Big Bad Workshop and Valiverse are kind of playing the same game, and I'm loving it. Is that Poe? That is Poe. Oh, heck yes. I'll definitely take a Poe figure. Yeah, that's just rad. Craziness time traveler himself. Add Tesla. That would be fun. And then we've got all the holiday stuff, which always looks really cool. It looks like they're putting together a Mrs. Claus. Can't see the name, but yeah, that's pretty much got to be Mrs. Claus, right? Cloth goods and all. Product not final. Elves, reindeers. I thought it would be cool to just do a Santa, like a holiday setup with the Fresh Monkey Fiction stuff. I just haven't really pulled the trigger. It's just not that high on my priority list, I guess. Now, Monster Force and all that other stuff they showed, yeah, that's up there. Okay, so that was all of that. Let's keep moving. See if I can get through. Okay, there was that. Hollywood, no, we don't need to worry about that. Iron Studios, we don't need to worry about. Jazzwares, Star Wars Squadron, Stranger Things. Jazzwares is usually a little smaller. Tamashii Nations, Berserk. Hang on, I'm just looking to see what we've got that we need to check out. The Marvel Hasbro Breakfast. You know what? Let's look at... Oh, you know what? There is something I wanted to show you in here. Kyoto, Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. We're not going to spend a lot of time with the amazing Yamaguchi stuff. We're going to go through... I don't know my Yu-Gi-Oh! But that does look like a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I know the look of the character, and that seems to hit it. Misaki, yeah, I think we've seen this one before, and that one. They're definitely doing some really cool stuff. I love their Batman Beyond. I do need to get an amazing Yamaguchi at some point. Deathstroke's okay. He doesn't look too bad. He just looks a little chunky. And their Chun-Li looks incredible. She can move. There's their Ninja Gaiden, I believe. Right, Ryu Hayabusa, is that right? Like, obviously, they're just showing a bunch of stuff that they've released through here. And now, okay, we're getting into the Titans. Here's what I wanted to show everybody. Remember, we all know Amazing Yamaguchi, it's like 6-inch. It's pretty close to 112 scale, right? We're still seeing all these. Yay, 112 scale figures. Woohoo. Awesome. And then we've got this. These are 112 scale figures on the bottom here. And this is, I can't remember what it's called. Might be just something as simple as Giant Titan. But this thing is massive. And I don't know that it's a figure as much as it is just a giant statue to just tower over your figures, which is ridiculously cool. I just saw that and I was kind of blown away a little bit. Like, look at that. That gives you kind of a better idea of the size. I'm not sure this guy goes up to his knees. And the sculpting is really cool. Anyway, actually, let's just leave it right here just to show that. Remember, this is like a 6-inch figure. So we're looking at something that is maybe 3 feet. Let's see if we can get a better look. Yeah, he could be like 2.5, 3 feet tall. Like, this thing is massive. I was wearing my Edgar Allan Poe shirt once, and a group of guys asked me if he was a rapper. Oh no! Did you tell them yes, just to mess with them, Anton? Save the cheerleaders, save the world. You know, sci-fi. What if they do a Hayden Panettiere head for that? That would be kind of funny. It's enough to make me want to watch Attack on Titan. I know, man. And I've never seen it either, obviously. But that's insane. Brandon, I have Rebel Tech, Black Panther, and Deadpool 2.5. They're both amazing. They're both amazing Yamaguchi. I'm sorry, I'll stop. But yeah, I mean, the Black Panther, I remember seeing that and thinking that thing looks incredible. But yeah, that's why I wanted to stop at the amazing Yamaguchi stuff. Okay, Star Wars, Hasbro Breakfast. Here, I just want to go to let's see, here's what I wanted to go to here. So check it out. This is the set that actually has extra heads for both Mace and the Emperor, and it's got extra hands for the Emperor. So maybe Star Wars is starting to pick it up a bit. What I need to know, though, is if Mace also has extra hands. And it doesn't look like he does, which is a bit of a bummer. But it does look like this is going to be a regular release, or at least an exclusive, something that's not an SDCC exclusive, which means maybe Star Wars is going to start doing that a little bit and making it so that they're going to have some more extra hands and heads and all that, which would have me crazy stoked. I'd be excited to pick up some Star Wars with all the things. Oh man, that's a really good head sculpt. I've said it several times before, guys. I don't think that the Black Series team does a terrible job at all with the sculpts. It's just they're so limited on articulation and extra accessories, I just can't get into them for photos. But yeah, the sculpt work is really good. Now, this was the SDCC exclusive Anakin and Obi-Wan, which we've got the exclusive Force Push hands, but that's the SDCC exclusive. They always have things like that. All right, let's keep going. We're going to skip the mask images just because they're not the size that we go for. Mondo is not making 6-inch or 112 scale He-Man stuff. Made me sad, but we're going to keep going. Star's not here, so we're going to skip the SH Monster Arts. Okay, Tamashi, and then we're going to call it a night. Unless somebody has something that I haven't seen yet, and you say, no, man, we got to go check this out. I am more than happy to do it. Here's the SHF Berserk feel, like the Berserk display. I've heard these aren't great figures. Does anyone have some experience with them to let me know otherwise? And I've heard that from Anthony's Customs. So there might be less picky people to say, no, man, these are really good. That's sweet. I think we've seen that before. I think we've seen all these, except maybe whatever this is. Maybe intentionally hiding there. Oh, wait. It must be this guy, right? Maybe not. No, because that's a figure itself. Yep, there we go. All right, I think we're just about set. What do we have here? Attack on Titan is really good, but don't get too close to the characters because they die really easily. Oh no. So be it. Yep, all about that Palpatine. Anton, point taken. I'll keep that in mind. Whoops, that was a big jump. Sci-fi, watch epic rap battles of history. Edgar Allan Poe is featured in one. Nice. It's been so long since I've seen one of those. Ooh, Berserk. Yes. Cobra Retro Trooper is 20 bucks on Amazon. Awesome, gang. Go get those. And my Target recently, like just yesterday, I saw the Retro Cobra Commander and the Retro Cobra Trooper. I think they had two of each. So if you guys haven't picked those up, check your Targets. Unless mine was just super late putting them on the shelf, you guys might be in luck. If you can get them better than at Amazon, that is. Anton, remember, everybody stay safe out there and be happy. Buy more comics, buy more toys, and always pay attention to what's going on at both Comic-Cons. Those are very true words, Anton. Thank you very much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. It's a good time. Miss Cogsmith, they had that Griffin and Horse SHF on sale on BBTS the other day. Oh, man. All right, folks. I think that we've covered pretty much everything. So join us back here on Monday when we cover all the SDCC, possibly even a lot of the Mafex stuff that we're going to see from the Metacom exhibit. There's going to be a lot to talk about. So hopefully everybody comes by to hang out and chat more action figure goodness this coming Monday on Yule live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we might go super late then as well. Oh man, good thing they invented caffeine. Thanks everybody for stopping by this fine evening. You know the drill. You could have done anything tonight, and you chose to hang out here with all of us, and I certainly appreciate it. So, until next time, have fun and happy snapping. See ya. I'm going to click end stream now. This is where it gets awkward. Here we go. End stream.